Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? And so here we go, Monday Night Football, and we have some division rivals here in the Broncos and the Chargers. We've got Michael Hauser here. Michael, how are you doing? Hope all is well, but here we go, out of the shotgun here for the Chargers from their own 25-yard line. Already going to take a deep shot here, and so that is going to be pass interference there on the play. And so immediately, first play of the game, decided to take a deep shot there and draws the pass interference there. That's going to move the ball there for the Chargers. And so, Andrew, what's good with you? What's good with you? How are you doing today? And so that pass interference there against 27 of the Broncos here. And so, yeah, that was an obvious pass interference there. And immediately, first play of the game, the Chargers being aggressive, looking to set the tone here for today. And so we've got Michael here. What's good with you, Michael? Meanwhile, from the 45-yard line of the Broncos, they take the snap here, give it to the back. Austin Eckler off the left side here, making some moves, still running. And he's going to pick up 8 yards on the carry off the left tackle. And so just like that, a couple plays already, and we're already here getting deeper and deeper into Broncos territory. And so Michael says he's got the Chargers. Bet. Andrew says, yo, I want the Chargers to win today. Because of Bosa, and we have Keenan Allen. So bet. And so Black Medicine, what's good with you? All right, so here we go. Herbert takes the snap. On the move, feels the pressure. Gonna throw it, has to throw it out in the way, incomplete. That's gonna bring up 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. And so, all right, so we got 3rd and 2 here again. First drive of the game here for the Chargers. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the poll question up here already. Let's see what Black says. He wants Will and Carmichael banned for screwing up his fantasy record. All right, so all right, here we go. 3rd and 2. Herbert takes the snap out of the shotgun, feels the pressure, throws it. Incomplete. 4th down coming up, 4th and 2. Let's see what the offense go for it here. Michael says, it's snowing here. LOL, winter is here. And he says, Hustle Wilson. And so I like it. Hustle Wilson. All right, we got the poll question up. Who do you guys have in this one, the Chargers or the Broncos? All right, but here we go, 4th and 2. They're going to go for it. Trips at the bottom of the formation here, takes a snap, throws it, and oh, what a completion. What a completion there. Looked like the ball may have gotten tipped, but he still was able to haul it in for the completion and a 1st down there. So now we got 1st and 10 here from the Broncos 33-yard line. And so nobody take chances like the Chargers like to roll the dice on 4th down, and that time it paid off. The ball was deflected there. Luckily for the Chargers, still able to get the completion. Let's see, Andrew says, yo, I want Justin Herbert. They had a touchdown. And so bet. All right, but here we go. Herbert up under center here. Tight end goes in motion. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back in the backfield. Gives it to the back. Eckler looking for some room. Not going to find it there. Going to lose a yard on the play. Now we got 2nd and 11 coming up here from the Broncos 34-yard line. And so does anybody have anybody playing in fantasy football right now that they really need a big performance from, or perhaps going against somebody in fantasy football? Let me know who you're going against or who you got or who you're rooting for. All right, so here we go. Herbert up under center here. Williams goes in motion. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes a snap. Play fake. Looking. Throws it. Too high. Incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11 coming up. Let's see, Andrew says the Chargers because the Broncos only have what's the worst and the only good player, but Sutton gets interceptions. And so, bet. Or is it Surtain? And so, yeah, I mean, he had him there, overthrew him. So now we got 3rd and 11 from the Broncos 34-yard line. Shotgun formation here. Oh, we got some movement here. We've got some movement here, and that should be against the Broncos there. I saw our Broncos guy move first. Let's see if the officials saw the same thing. Again, this is the first drive right now of the Chargers, and obviously these two teams separated by one game, so you want to win this one either way. Regardless of team you are, you definitely want to win this one. All right, so that's actually going to be a false start there against the Chargers there, so that's going to back them up 5 yards there. So now we're looking at 3rd and 16 right now from the Broncos' 39-yard line. Let's see, Andrew says, yes, he's got Keenan Allen. Okay, bet. So you got Keenan Allen. That's what's up. All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes a snap here. Herbert looking. Herbert taking a deep shot here. Throws it. Incomplete. Will there be a flag? No flag on that one. So therefore, great stop there by the Broncos. And so from the 39-yard line of the Broncos here, so close, but not close enough. They will bring out the special teams unit. All right, so the Chargers have the punt team out here. Punt's on the way. Fair catch is symboled. And it's caught at the 21-yard line there. So short punt on that play. All right, so we're going to see Russell Wilson and the Broncos offense yet again here on another primetime matchup. I mean, this has got to be, what, like the 4th or 5th time? But we'll see what they can do this time out. We're at the commercial though, so now's a good time. If you haven't done so already, make sure to press the like button. And also, if you're new to the channel, do subscribe to the channel as well. And so when we come back from the commercial, we will see the Broncos with the football for the first time today here in the first quarter with 12 minutes and 31 seconds to go in the first. All right, and so far through 3 votes, 2 for the Chargers, 1 for the Broncos. But again, still right now at the commercial. All right, so we will call that poll there. All right, getting ready to see here what the Broncos offense is about to do for their first possession of the game. And so, Mike, what's good with you? What's good with you? You say you're rooting for the Broncos. And so, okay, bet. All right, but here we go. 1st and 10 here for the Broncos from their own 21-yard line, following up on the punt the Chargers just had. And so here we go. Shotgun formation here. Takes a snap. Gives it to the back up the middle. The back picks up about 5 yards on the play. But there is a flag. This may just be holding right here. And that's exactly what it is. That's going to back them up 10 yards. And so let's see. Mike says his Bills are hot, and he says how many more till JB3K. And so give me 1 second to check that real quick there, Mike. Let's see where we currently stand as of today. So, all right. So, yes, as of right now, we're at 2,378 subs right now. As of right now. So, we've got a little bit more work to do, but we are getting closer and closer to JB3K. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation, takes a snap, gets it to the back here. And so, Melvin Gordon off the right guard, picks up 2 yards on the play. They'll stop his forward progress on that one. All right, so the question I will put up there is, do you like the trade, from the Carolina Panthers sending Robbie Anderson to the Cardinals that took place earlier today? All right, but here we go for the Broncos here after the penalty and then the 2-yard carry. So now we're looking at 2nd and 18 here. Takes a snap out of the shotgun. Wilson looking. Wilson throws. It's completed. And he's going to take it to the 22-yard line here. That's going to bring up 3rd down here. 3rd and 9 coming up. To me, this feels like the kind of game right here that Russell Wilson really has a chance to come in this game and then just to really start to improve upon his numbers. I feel like this has the kind of feel to a game to where he can go out there and have his best game of the season by far so far in this game. All right, but here we go. 3rd and 9 here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Takes the snap. Feels the pressure. Up, they're blowing the whistle. They're blowing the whistle. Blowing the whistle here. Stopping the play. That means the offense is backing up 5 yards here. And so let's see. Mike says, get him away from the Panthers. He says Robbie Anderson stinks. And so, Jay, what's good with you? What's good with you? As a Chiefs fan, who are you rooting for in this one, Jay? Are you just hoping for a tie at this point? All right, but here we go, guys. 3rd and 14 after the false start here. Again, first drive of the game offensively here for the Denver Broncos here in the first quarter with 10 minutes and 28 seconds to go. They're going to go 5 wide right now. Ball is currently at their own 17-yard line. Wilson gets the snap in the pocket. Going to take a deep shot here towards the sideline. Incomplete, but there's going to be a penalty. There's going to be a penalty. J.C. Jackson, that's on you, buddy. That is on you. And let's see, Mike says, looking over Bill's tape, seeing why they played so bad. And so, Mike, yeah, it sound like you had a busy day. Yep, that's going to be pass interference there against J.C. Jackson there, 27 of the Chargers, which is going to gift the Broncos with a first down. Now we're looking at 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. That time there, a little too handsy with the receiver, and so they're going to call that. Now Wilson's going to line up under center here from his own 37-yard line here. Takes a snap, looking to pass. In the pocket, throws it over the middle. That's going to be completed, and that's going to be a pickup of about 8 yards in the play. That is Hinton, the receiver right there, with the reception. Let's see, Mike says the cornerback stink. Let's see, Mike says Bills I had winning by at least 40. Let's see, Jay says I got Mike Williams and the Chargers D tonight, but I can see Denver winning. And so, okay, bet. So you've got a lot of hopes on the Chargers here today. Meanwhile, Wilson takes it, play fake, looking 2nd and 2. He's on the move here, still moving, throws it, and it's, was it caught and bounced there? Was that a catch? Was it a catch? That's going to be completed. So nice catch there on the sideline there. Picked up 16 yards on the play, and now we're in Chargers territory right now. 1st and 10 here at about the Chargers 38-yard line. And let's see, Mike says, McKenzie always fumbles, and he says, not a fan of franchitis receivers. Throws the ball there to 87 again, and he gets another reception here. Tomlinson again. Sorry, not Tomlinson this time. It was actually 7-yard completion there. So now we're looking at 2nd and 3 right now from the Chargers 31-yard line. Again, 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Still the first drive right now offensively for the Broncos. You see the guys on the sideline happy that they're moving the ball. Tight end goes in motion here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes a snap here. Going to give it to the back. And so up the middle, Gordon's going to pick up a yard on the play. So far, 67% say no. They are not a fan of Robbie Anderson going to the Arizona Cardinals. All right, we got 3rd and 2 coming up here. Again, the score right now still 0-0. Both teams trying to figure out who's going to be the first one to put points on the board in this one. Shotgun again. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Ball at the 29-yard line here of the Chargers. Takes a snap. Wilson in the pocket. Feels the rush. They got hands on him. They bring him down for the sack. And so Chargers get the sack there. Brings up 4th down here. Big time sack. And guess who? Khalil Mack there with the sack. Now you got 4th down coming up here. 4th and 5 right now from about the Chargers 33-yard line. Let's see. Jay says, Mike, I don't think either defense really played bad. I just think both offenses are really good. And then Mike says Broncos. Okay, bet. All right, 51-yard field goal attempt here. Kick is up. And the field goal is good. And so 3-0 is the score right now. Broncos scoring on their first drive in the form of a field goal here. And so we'll see how the Chargers respond on their second offensive drive when we come back here from the commercial. Let's see. Mike says, you're for Panthers. You say Robbie a jerk. And so I can't put too much on Robbie when you have a combination of Sam Darnold and then Baker Mayfield throwing you passes throughout the course of your career for the most part. You're going to be bitter. So I can't blame him for that. Kind of reminds me of last year. We were talking about OBJ and how OBJ didn't look the same until he joined Matthew Stafford. But Kyler Murray, I mean, he'll have some opportunities there, so we'll see how it plays out there. No more excuses for him here. Jay says it's getting cold in Kansas, and so, yeah, the weather is shifting, guys. It is definitely shifting here. And so, absolutely. Y'all know JB like to stay warm, so JB doesn't do cold. Let's see. Mike says Mahomes, good, but no weapons. He played too good means the Bills not that good. And so, Mike, even Mr. JB had to chime in, Mike, and he had to say, because I was talking to him earlier when I was coming from the gym, and he was like, the Chiefs are good. He was like, Mike has got to stop disrespecting the Chiefs here. He said the Chiefs are good. Both teams are good. And they said, well, that was a good game. Mr. JB said that it was a good game and stuff like that. And so he was shocked that you believe that the Bills will win by 40 points. He said the Chiefs are a good team. And then I started looking, and I was like, who is Buffalo beating this year by 40 points so far this year? And then I had to look, and I was looking, and I was like, I haven't seen it yet, Mike. But that being said, though, you know how I feel about them. I believe the Bills are the best team in the AFC, hands down right now. But yeah, let's see. Mike says coach kicked him out, and so... Yeah, but you know what? We see that happen. It's just different players get different reactions. Robbie Anderson does it, he gets booted. Tom Brady does it, we pat him on the back and say, oh, Tom's just being Tom, and stuff like that. So, yeah, let's see. Mike says Mr. JB coats are hot again. Let's not go too far now with that one, Mike. They won a game, they're barely there, but but Matt Ryan, though, he threw the ball a lot. I was happy for Matt Ryan. He played pretty good out there. I hope that we can see that moving forward from him. All right, kickoff on the way. Chargers with it. He's at the 15, 20, 25, all the way to the 30-yard line here. And that is where the Chargers are going to take over here for their second offensive possession of the game here in the first quarter with 7 minutes and 14 seconds to go. Let's see. Jay says, "Man, that LA Stadium is so futuristic. What a masterpiece!" And so, hey, it does look beautiful. It does look beautiful. Absolutely. And you know what, Jay? This is a little random here, but speaking of stadiums, I do hope that the next college football game allows us the customization to customize a lot of stadiums as well. Add that feature as well. I know Madden's done stuff like that in the past. I'd like to see college football add that as well. All right, meanwhile, they give the ball to Austin Eckler off the right side there. Picked up about 5 yards on the play, but there is a penalty here, and that's coming back. That's going to be a holding call on the offense. That's coming back. Let's see, Mike says, "Might imagine win by 50. You know what, Mike? I can't blame you with that one there. I can't blame you with that one then. But, guys, tell me, what do you think is currently wrong with the Baltimore Ravens right now? I was thinking about the Baltimore Ravens and all the games that they lost this year. They really could have been 6-0 this year, but they keep losing leads. Half their games they lost, they had at least a double-digit lead. So what is wrong with the Baltimore Ravens right now? Meanwhile, 1st and 20, Herbert, play fake. He's going to throw it to Austin Eckler. Eckler, he's running. Picks up about a good 9 yards on the play. So now we're going to be looking at 2nd and 11 coming up here from about the Chargers' 28-yard line here in the first quarter with 6 minutes and 35 seconds to go. Broncos up right now 3-0 in this one. Chargers trying to find their offense and get things going early in this one. Takes a snap out of the shotgun here. Broncos sending 4. And so, the pressure got to him and hit him. Now, that ball came out. I believe it's an incompletion. Should be an incompletion there. But, man, that pass rush is getting closer and closer and closer. Let's see. Jay says, "Oh yeah, JB, that would be amazing. I'm so stoked for that game." And so yes, Jay, that would be amazing if they took it that far to give us that kind of customization for our own stadiums and stuff like that in the next college football game and take it to the next level and stuff like that. Maybe by winning, a lot more booster donations and you use that to build your new stadium, something like that. Just a couple ideas, But yeah, absolutely. But old man, what's good with you? What's good with you? All right, here we go. Herbert here, 3rd and 11. He's going to dump it down. Austin Eckler, he's pretty busy today. And so he gets tripped up there, picks up about a good 6 yards on the play, but the Broncos defense gets another stop right now. That's going to bring up 4th down and the punt unit again. Let's see. Mike says, and then let's see. Jay says, "That is a great question. It seems like things just don't go the Ravens' way." And so it really doesn't. Because I feel like I feel two ways about it. Lamar Jackson, this is it. This is the money year. You got to go out there and close. But at the same time, if you have a double-digit lead, I don't care if it's 40-30 or if it's 40-20, your defense is expected to hold on to that lead. Especially, we're talking about Baltimore. They've been known for their defense. So the fact that they're giving up leads the way they are, there's a lot going on. But, wow, he muffed the punt. Now, he did recover it there, but, man, talk about a scare, a fright there for the Broncos. And so that's not what you want to do there. Luckily for him, he recovered his own muff. Mike says, "Chubb hungry tonight?" And so, yes. This just has the kind of feel of a game that's going to go the Broncos' way. I know it's early, but it just feels like the kind of game that's going to go the Broncos' way. All right, so right now we have 6 votes in right now, and so 3 say yes, they love the trade to the Cardinals for Robbie Anderson. 3 say no. Mike says, "Are the Eagles still on real deal? Fell asleep last night." And so, they let the Cowboys come back on them, but they were able to still finish it off there. Questionable decision to go for 2 there when they were up by 9 points, but they did win the game there, and so they won that one. And so for me, I know at some point someone's going to get them at some point, but right now, looking at all the teams in the NFC, they've been the most consistent so far in the NFC. And so it's just a matter of staying healthy. We know how the NFL is. There's a lot of football left to be played. Injuries can and will impact some games later on. That's just the reality of it. And so the real question for the Eagles, keep doing what they're doing. But when we get close to the playoffs, how healthy will they be? That's going to be huge. But yeah, things got a little bit interesting towards the end of the game yesterday, Mike. But again, right now we are currently at the commercial right now. And so let's see how these guys have started off the game so far. So we'll start off with the Broncos. So Russell Wilson, 4 of 4 passing for 40 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked just once. Broncos on the ground, Melvin Gordon, 2 carries for 4 yards. And then receiving wise, you had Cortland Sutton. He has a catch for 9 yards. Kendall Hinton, he's got a catch 8 yards. Eric Tomlinson, he had a catch for 16 yards. And Andrew Beck had a catch for 7 yards as well. For the Chargers, Justin Herbert, he's 3 of 8 for 19 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Hasn't been sacked yet. Austin Eckler, 2 carries for 7 yards. Receiving wise, Austin Eckler also has 2 catches for 15 yards as well. Both of those were screen passes. And then you have Michael Bandy. He's got 1 catch for 4 yards as well so far in this one. Here in the first quarter, with about 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first. All right, let's see. Jay says, I still think it's still October and early. You got to peak in December and January. Yes, absolutely right, Jay. I cannot emphasize how important that is to peak at the right time in December and January. Ben, what's up with you, Ben? How are you doing? Ben says, no one is the real deal except the Bills and the Chiefs. And so, you know what? Those are the 2 teams I like the most. Meanwhile, he throws it there to the back. And so the back, gonna lose a yard or 2 on the play. That's Latavius Murray. They just acquired Latavius Murray not that long ago. And so now inserting him into the rotation. All right, let's see. Mike says, Tad worried. And you say trade Christian McCaffrey. Jay says, I have one concern about the Bills. Josh Allen seems to be taking a beating in games. Can he hold up? That's the $1 million question. And so you know what? As a fantasy football owner that has Josh Allen, I ask myself that every week. I say, let us get a big enough lead, 5-6 touchdowns, and then take him out. Take him out. Meanwhile, they give him to the back, up the middle. And so Murray's going to pick up about 8 yards on the play. So with Murray in the rotation, that means that Boone will be taking less and less carries now. So yeah, anybody that got him in fantasy football hoping that he was going to be a star, yeah, that's not happening. Let's see. Mike says 49ers want Christian McCaffrey. They better not. They better not. They've already got a whole ton of running back that are capable and injury prone. No need to add another one to that list. All right, but here we go. 3rd and 4 out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Russell throws it to the tight end. It's caught. That's going to be a first down. Now, he did yank the man helmet. Don't know what he grabbed on that part there. Funny looking tackle there. But he picked up 5 yards and a first down here for the Broncos offense. 1st and 10 right now at the Denver 27-yard line. Again, Broncos up right now 3-0 in this one. Let's see. Mike says Air Allen hurdle. Let's see. Ben says don't put that evil on Josh Allen. He'll stay healthy. And so, bet. Yeah, definitely hoping that's the case there. I mean, he's a big body, so he can take the contact. He can take more contact. You think of a young Cam Newton and the contact he was able to take. A young Ben Roethlisberger as well, those kind of guys. Meanwhile, quick pass there, trying to set up the screen, and nothing there. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up right now from the Broncos 27-yard line. And so here we go. Again, here in the first quarter with 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Broncos up 3-0 right now, and with the football here, trying to see if they can score this time in the form of a touchdown. But if they can score back-to-back, I feel like that'll give their offense a lot of confidence. All right, but here we go in the shotgun here. Takes the snap, looking, throws it. It's going to be caught. And, oh, they got him in the backfield here. Got Hambler in the backfield here. He lost 3 yards on the play. So now we got 3rd and 13 coming up. So 3rd and 13 coming up here. Chargers trying to get the Broncos off the field here. Let's see if they can. Yeah, with these Broncos right now trying to take some quick passes there. And it's not happening. It's not happening. Their defense is ready for it. And these corners are stepping up and making tackles. All right, so 3rd and 13. Meanwhile, Russell Wilson connecting on all of his first 8 passes to 8 different receivers. But here we go. They're going to go 5 wide here. Take the snap here. Wilson feels the pressure. He's moving, still moving, looking, throws it, and it's going to be completed. And so, terrible angle there by the corner. And so Jerry Jeudy picks up 37 yards there, taking it all the way to the Chargers' 39-yard line. Let's see. All right, so let's see. Mike says thumbs up there. So, yes, make sure to press the thumbs up button. Let's see. Ben says, let's see. Mike says Russell play like on the old U quarter billion Allen. Let's see. Jay says, I'm not trying to knock Allen. He's incredible, big-time playmaker, but I don't want my franchise quarterback hurling people. All right, here we go. Russell Wilson here out of the shotgun, steps up, throws it wide open, has a man, and I can't believe I'm saying this in the first quarter, but touchdown Broncos. How about that? 39 yards. Wow. How about that? Wow. All right, let's see. Jay says, I wouldn't want Mahomes hurdling defenders unless it's the playoffs. Ben says, Josh Allen needs a few of those so they can make badass posters of him. And let's see, Ben says, and that might, yeah, you know what, Ben, you're right about that. That does sell. That does sell. And that might, and that game might as well have been a playoff Super Bowl for the Bills. Mike says, bad running backs, bad tight ends, okay receivers, O-line for the Broncos. Meanwhile, extra point is good. So the extra point is good. So we're looking at, wow, we're talking about 7 plays, 84 yards, and they did it in about 3 minutes and 41 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock. So we got the Broncos with the lead 10-0 here in the first quarter with 1:49 seconds to go. Is this the moment that Bronco fans have been waiting for? Has Russell Wilson finally decided to arrive here? Jay says, Broncos country, let's ride. Ben says the Chargers are fraudulent. And so, yeah, the Chargers are another team that I can ask what is the problem with them. But I feel like for the Chargers, a lot of that has to do probably with coaching. And a lot of that also has to do with the fact that their top 2 playmakers, top 3 playmakers, they're pretty much injury prone. And they tend to alternate in terms of who's hurt. You hardly ever see all 3 guys out there at the same time for more than maybe 3-4 games throughout the season. Whether we're talking Keenan Allen, whether we're talking Mike Williams, you know, these guys, they tend to get injured out there a great amount. That does hurt team chemistry also. But I feel like it's the Chargers coach, honestly, in my opinion, in terms of what's wrong with the Chargers. And I feel like they overpaid as well for some of the guys they picked up in the defensive categories as well. Let's see. Mike says Broncos have good offensive line and quarterback. Mike says Herbert a scam. And so Mike, Herbert is not a scam. This man is not a scam. He's doing the most that he can. I believe a better coach will get you better results from Herbert. Jay says, even if Denver wins 31-0, I'm still not sold on them. And so, I mean, you're right about that. You're right about that. I need to see consistency out there from the Broncos. But it's a step in the right direction. I will say that. Right now, they're 2-3. They're 0-2 on the road as well. So this could be their first potential road win of the season. And what a better time than a division rival as well. And so we all know they have a good defense. So the offense doesn't have to do that much. If the offense can just be more improved from what we saw, that'll help improve this team also. Especially with the Raiders refusing to win a game, basically, for the most part. But the score right now, Broncos 10, Chargers 0. All right, we got 8 votes so far, and so 62% says yes, they like that trade. 38% say no. And then Mike says McDermott the best coach. Mike says Syracuse good. All right, getting ready here for the kickoff here. Mike says Bama not top 5. Kickoff is on the way. All right, so we're going to get a return here. He's at the 10, 15, all the way to about the 17-yard line here. So let's see what the Chargers do this time out. All right, let's see. So here we go. First 10 here for the Chargers here. Takes a snap from up under center here. Play fake. Herbert looking. Herbert going to dump it down low, and that's going to be a pickup of about a good 3 yards on the play. That's Sony Michel with the reception there for 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up right now from the Chargers' 21-yard line. All right, let's see. Jay says, teams are so desperate for a good coach. If I'm a GM, I try to find college coaches rather than NFL coordinators. And so, ooh, that's an interesting thing right there. All right, but here we go. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes a snap, looking. throws it. It's going to be completed, and that's Austin Eckler again, and he's going to pick up 8 yards and a first down here for the Chargers. Now we're looking at 1st and 10 right now from the Chargers 29-yard line. And let's see, Ben says the Panthers tried that, didn't work out. Jaguars too. And so, yeah, typically a lot of times it doesn't work out many times and stuff like that. So it takes a special type of coach, All right, but here we go. 1st and 10 right now. Shotgun formation here. From their own 29, takes the snap. Broncos sending 4. Herbert throws it and gets the completion. And so that's going to be about 24 yards there to Parham with the reception. And so let's see if that'll take us to the end of the first quarter right now. Broncos are up 10-0 in this one. Jay says, good point, Ben. That's true. The thing about college coaches is that college coaches, they're not used to treating their players like men. They're used to treating their players like children and all like that. You look at the way that a guy like, Saban's an amazing coach. But is he someone that with an NFL ego, like players that if you're in the NFL, you have an ego to you. So you don't want a coach that's going to constantly berate you like that, like Saban was on the sideline and stuff like that. These professional men, they're not going to take that for so much longer. They'll take it in college because they believe you can send them where they want to go. But once you get to the NFL, they don't want to be coached like that. And so it's tough. You're putting curfews on guys like that. It's just, nah. Let's see, Mike says, who Palmer? Good catch. And so, yeah, Palmer, he's a good option, especially when you don't have either Mike Williams out there or Keenan Allen. So he's a good target out there, honestly. They have been utilizing him for at least the last couple seasons at a pretty good level. So he's a good player out there. And let's see, Jay says, and I suppose Cardinals got Texas Tech, Cliff Kingsbury. And so, yep. Now, I will say for a guy like Cliff Kingsbury, someone that came in, that was a previous quarterback in the NFL and stuff like that. So you see that happen a lot with guys who were backup quarterbacks at the NFL level, get opportunities to be head coaches. And sometimes it does work out. I feel like sometimes it doesn't. But that's probably the route that I would go. Look for a former backup quarterback who was, around the NFL for a long time and that knows the game firsthand that way. So it's tough, though. It's tough. Because, I don't think any coach that you bring in for that Carolina Panthers team, I don't think any coach is going to find success over the next 2 seasons with that roster the way it is right now for the Carolina Panthers. You can build, but will they keep you around long enough to build? That's the question. Let's see, Mike says, paint me a picture, JB. Paint you a picture, Mike. Oh, that's right. Y'all know I'm looking forward to that Bears and Patriots Monday night game. Bill Belichick tied for the second most wins all time. Let's see, Jay says, remember when the Bears had that CFL coach? I can't remember his name. CFL coach. Let's see, Mike says, Bears, Patriots. Bears always prime time. It does feel like the NFL puts certain teams on more often early in the season than I'm used to seeing certain teams repeat this much. And so, but the Broncos, Bears, those have been teams that have been on prime time a lot so far, I feel like, this season. All right, but here we go. 1st and 10 here for the Chargers. Tight end goes in motion here. Takes a snap, gives it to Austin Eckler. So Eckler looking for some space. And he's going to pick up about 2 yards in the play off the left tackle there. Now we're looking at 2nd and 8 right now from the Broncos 45-yard line. Again, Broncos leading this one right now 10-0 here in this one. All right, so I'll tell you what, though. I like the poll question because it's going up and it's going back and forth. Right now, 55% is leaning towards no. All right, here we go. Herbert here in the pocket. He's on the move, scrambling, goes out of bounds. Will it be a shove? No, the referee's going to let them play out there. Got to like that. Picked up 4 yards on the play. 3rd and 4 coming up right now from the Broncos' 41-yard line. Again, we're here in the second quarter right now, early stages of the second quarter, with about 14 minutes and 10 seconds to go, and the Broncos up right now 10-0. Let's see. Ben says Mike Vrabel was a surprising ex-player hire that turned out very well. And so, you know what? Yes, because Mike Vrabel understood he's not going to copy Bill Belichick or nothing like that. He decided to be his own man out there, and I applaud him for that. He wanted to be tough, and it's working out. It's working out. His players are feeding off the culture that he himself installed, trying to be original, not trying to copy something that somebody else did. It does help to have Derrick Henry, though, offensively. That's for sure. All right, let's see. Jay says, Mark Trestman was the Chicago coach. That's right, before the CFL head coach. Ben says that he was terrible. All right, but here we go. 1st and 10. Takes a snap out of the shotgun here. Herbert looking. Going to take a shot here. Oh, incomplete. Incomplete. Oh, wow, no penalty. So just great coverage there by Patrick Surtain II. Great coverage is what they say. 2nd and 10 coming up right now from the Denver 35-yard line. Mike says, later poll, please. How good will James Cook be? And so, ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one right there. Okay, bet. Bet. All right, but here we go. 2nd and 10 right now. Ball at about the 36-yard line here for the Broncos. Herbert throws it, and the tight end, he bobbled it but caught it. And so he's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play. We got 3rd and 5 coming up right now from the Broncos 30-yard line. Let's see, Ben says Chargers are looking for an excuse and flags instead of making plays. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 6 coming up. All right, 3rd and 5. Shotgun formation here. Takes a snap. Broncos sending 4. Going to dump it there to the tight end. He makes a one-hand snag. Makes somebody miss. Does enough to get the first down there. Picked up 6 yards on the play. Let's see. Mike says Singletary found new gear this year. Hashtag Snail Squad. I did notice that. All right, so here we go. First down here, fresh set of downs. Takes a snap here. Going to give it to Sony Michel, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. There's no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 coming up right now for the Broncos 24-yard line. Again, Broncos currently up right now 10-0 in this one. All right, 2nd and 10 here out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking, throws it, and that's going to be completed there to Carter. That's a 5-yard pickup there. All right, let's see. All right, so I posted the question there courtesy of Mike's request to put the poll question up there. And so Mike wants to know, how good will James Cook become? So let me know what you think. All right, here we go. 3rd and 4, looking, throws it. And so will they mark it as a first down here? He picked up about 4 yards here, 4 or 5 yards. I think that's enough for the first. Let's see what they mark it at. Looks like that's going to be a first. Very favorable marking right there. That should be a first down. So now we're looking at 1st and 10 here from the Broncos 14-yard line. Let's see. Jay says he loved the Lions coach. It sucks he's with the Lions. Braden, what's good with you? What's good with you? How are you doing? All right, from the 9-yard line, takes a snap. Going to give it to Austin Eckler. And Eckler's going to Get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain on the play. Now we got 2nd and 10 coming up here in the second quarter with 9 minutes and 48 seconds to go. Broncos leading this one 10-0. All right, let's see. Mike says, thank you, JB. Of course, Mike, of course. Let's see. A pass there. Mike Williams there. He picks up 8 yards on the play. So now we got 3rd and 2 right now from the Broncos 6-yard line. So far on this drive, 14 plays, 76 yards, 7 minutes and 15 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock. Let's see. Mike says hot take coming in. Meanwhile, to get the ball here to Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler, he's moving. He's moving. He's still moving. And he is shoved into the end zone there. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Chargers. So how about that? So 10-6 right now. Extra point attempts about to come up here in the second quarter with 9 minutes and 9 seconds to go. And so let's see. 80s, what's good with you? What's good with your 80s? 80 says JB Superfan is here. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. How are you feeling, 80s? Did you celebrate last night? How are you feeling today? Your Eagles still undefeated yet another week atop the mountain. Meanwhile, extra point is up and extra point is good. So it's 10-7 right now. And wow, 15 plays, 82 yards there. Over 7 minutes in terms of time of possession on that clock there. And so Austin Eckler, I don't know how he got into the end zone that time. It looked like he was sliding there, but he got in there. And let's see, Mike says thumbs up. Yes, make sure everybody press the thumbs up button. And also, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe as well. Let's see, Mike says, everyone catch ball one hand. Not that impressed. You're a pro receiver. Mike says, 80s. Braden says he wished that people would accept his trades. How many trades have you sent out, Braden? And let's see, 80 says, hey, Mike. Again, right now, currently at the commercial, and we got ourselves a game right now. So the Broncos with 10 points right now, but the Chargers just scored a touchdown, so they have 7 points. So it's 10-7 here in the second quarter with 9 minutes and 9 seconds to go. Let's see. 80 says that he feels better than the Jets. Oh, sorry, Braden. LOL. Oh, wow. 80 comes out firing today. I mean, firing. He's got a flamethrower in his hand right now. He's just letting us have it right now. Gee. Absolutely. But let me ask you this, 80s. Who do you feel like is the biggest threat to your Eagles in the NFC? Let's narrow it down to the NFC. Not saying that they will beat your Eagles. I'm just saying who poses the biggest threat to your Philadelphia Eagles in the entire NFC. I'll ask that to everybody. Who's the biggest threat to the Eagles in the NFC as of right now? And let's see. Braden says 2-1 was rejected. And so, okay, bet. Let's see. Mike says JB will fleece you in the trade. And so, come on now, Mike. That's not so. That's not so. Let's see. Braden's not happy about that comment. And so, Mike says shots fired. Oh. And so, ouch. I mean, I need to take cover right now. I need to take cover. My team is in last place in our division, so I need to take cover. And so, here we go. Again, right now, currently at the commercial. Let's see, 80 says Cowboys still and the Giants, maybe Atlanta. Ooh, he said maybe Atlanta. Do you feel that way, 80s? You feel like Atlanta poses a threat? That's interesting. But I'm looking forward to seeing the Eagles and the Giants. I am looking forward to seeing that matchup. Mike says Buccaneers. Braden says Buccaneers. Not the Buccaneers keep looking like how they're looking right now. I mean, they're in some trouble right now. They need Gronk to come back and help them. Come back and save them. Kickoff on the way. So he's at the 15, 20, 25, bounces off, and let's see, about the 27, 28 yard line. So we'll get to see the Broncos offense again. They're leading right now 10-7 here in the second quarter with 9 minutes and a second to go here before the half. Let's see, Ben says 49ers have the Eagles number. And so, okay, bet. There's still plenty of football to be played, but honestly, That would be an interesting matchup, especially if we're talking about like a divisional round, like the Eagles get the first round off and then they come in and they play the 49ers, say, for example, in that second round. That would be fun to watch. All right, but here we go. Wilson here, play fake, bootlegging, looking. He's going to run, and then he slides. Nobody slides like Russell Wilson. He knows how to avoid that hit. Picked up a yard on the play. 2nd and 9 coming up right now from the Broncos 30-yard line. Let's see. 80 says, Tampa does. Brady don't want to be there. And so let's see. Braden says, Randall Cobb's going to be out for a while. And so I did see that he did look emotional when he got hurt there. I didn't know how long he's going to be out for. Do you know how long they're estimating he'll be out for? All right, here we go. Wilson up under center here. Takes the snap. Going to give it to the back here. And so the back picks up 4 yards on the play. Let's see. Mike says it's Wilson back. And so when you say Wilson, Mike, are you talking about Zach Wilson? Because if so, yes, Zach Wilson is back for the Jets and has been, for like the last 2 weeks. All right, but here we go, 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. From their own 34-yard line. Wilson gets the snap here, feels the pressure, tried to throw a screen there, but he deflected that one. Wow, Khalil Mack. Great job getting a hand up on that one because they tried to call a screen. I like the play call, just not the execution of it. Let's see, Mike says Russell. And so, yeah, well, Russell's out there, yes. Brady said that he heard someone say Betty Zappe is Tom Brady and Mac Jones is Drew Bledsoe, so you're not the only one. And so, hey, I hope you guys are right. I really hope so. Here we go. Punt on the way. Fair catch is symboled. And it's at the 12-yard line here, and that's exactly where the Chargers will take over. Last time out there, they scored a touchdown on a very grueling drive. Over 14 plays it took and 76 yards to get into the end zone. Can they replicate that right now, starting from their own 12-yard line? We're going to find out when we come back from the commercial. 80 says, did Mac Jones lose his job? Well, 80s, we'll never know. We will never know until Bill Belichick tells us, and you know Bill Belichick will never tell us. So I think Bill Belichick right now is thinking about it long and hard right now, but we're going to find out. We're going to find out. If he goes out, if Bailey Zappe starts this weekend, then and he goes out there and does good, I mean, how can you take the job away from the kid? I wouldn't take the job away from him. So, but we'll see. Ben says, I can't even remember the good Russell Wilson. Ooh, you got to go back, Ben. You got to go back for the good Russell Wilson there. A couple seasons. If I had to guess, probably at least a good for me, at least a good maybe 3 seasons ago, maybe about 3 seasons ago. Mike says Popeye's best chicken sandwich. Prove me wrong. And so, hey, I second that, Mike. I second that. But right now, Mike, your poll has 9 votes right now, and so it seems like majority feels like he's going to be average at 44%. 33% believes that he'll be below average, so teetering along that below to average, and 22% believe that he could be good. And so let's see, Ben says Chick-fil-A is much better, bruh. And so, you know what? How could I forget about Chick-fil-A there? For some reason, thinking chicken sandwich there. How could I not think Chick-fil-A there? All right, but 9 votes right now. So, yeah, they're leaning towards average right now, Mike. I think my thing is I don't stop by Chick-fil-A as much because their lines are so long and stuff like that JB doesn't have the patience to wait that long because their lines are always the longest. And that matters to JB. That matters. Mike says, oh, dang. All right, so I will end the poll there. All right, here we go from their own 12-yard line. Herbert up under center, one back in the backfield. Takes the snap. Play fake. He's looking. Going to throw it to the back. Austin Eckler, he's getting a ton of receptions today, and he's going to pick up 3 yards on the play. And let's see, 80 says, I didn't think JB had to stand in line. What the heck? And so that's what I'm saying, 80s. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And so, Ross, what's good with you, Ross? How are you doing? How are you doing? Glad to see you come through here on the stream. Hope all is well with you. Meanwhile, Herbert throws the ball there, and it's going to be completed. And Palmer's going to pick up about 6 yards there and be about a yard shy of getting that first down. Now we're looking at 3rd and 1 coming up here from the Chargers from their own 21-yard line. Well, who you got in this one, Ross? Let me know. Chargers or Broncos? And so Ross says Popeyes uses pigeons now. It's slap on. And so, oh, wow. And let's see. Mike says Chick-fil-A is the best all around, but sandwiches the best Popeyes. And let's see. Mike says, if you're bad, you get Hardee's. And so, all right, here we go. Run formation here for the Chargers. Takes it. Going to give it to the back. And so it looks like it's Sony Michel. And so Sony Michel fighting forward. Giving it all he's got. And he picks up 4 yards on the play and a first down. Now we got 1st and 10 right now for the Chargers from their own 25-yard line. Ben says, LOL, there's a reason there's a long line. And so you know what, Ben? I can't argue with that. I cannot argue with that at all. At all. But JB's not waiting in a long line. Sorry, JB's just not doing it. JB's not doing it. Time is everything. Time is the best currency for JB. All right, let's see. Ross says, my Broncos. And so, okay, bet. All right, here we go. Takes a snap. Gives it to Sony Michel. And so Sony Michel off the right guard picks up 4 yards on the play. All right, so we got 2nd down coming up here, 2nd and 6 right now from the Chargers 29-yard line. We're here in the 2nd quarter right now. Chargers with the football. They're down by 3. They're trailing 10-7, but they did score the last touchdown. There's 5 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the 2nd quarter. And so let's see how this drive plays out. All right, so here we go to the shotgun here. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back. Takes a snap. Broncos sending pressure. Herbert feels the pressure, and they got him. They got him. They bring him down for the sack. That's a loss of 7 yards on the sack. Now we're looking at 3rd and 13 coming up here from the Chargers 22-yard line. And let's see. Mike says, worth the rate, JB. And so... Oh, JB knows. JB knows that JB's first college, they had Chick-fil-A, and so that was one of the things when JB was staying on campus, and so then the line wasn't as long, and so, yeah, best believe JB used a lot of dining dollars there, for sure. And let's see, Brandon says, hey, JB, what college game are you leaning towards streaming on Saturday? And so I haven't picked out yet, but you know what? I will take a look at halftime and then see how everything looks, then decide probably at halftime which game I'll go with. But Herbert taking a deep shot here, and incomplete, but there is a penalty. There is a penalty. I mean, he was fighting with the ball there, fighting with the ball to try to make that reception there, but yeah. And let's see, Ben says, LOL, that flag was so late. That flag was a little late now. That was a little late. And let's see, Ross says, this is actually pretty cool since I didn't get the cable this year. And so, okay, bet. But yeah, they called pass interference there against Amari Mathis. I think that's his 2nd pass interference I can recall so far today. And that time he was 1-on-1 against Palmer there. And so, Palmer, I feel like when receivers make a play and come back towards the ball, that time, though, he fought inside for it. And so, close call there, very close call, but that's what they called. So now we got a first down here for the Chargers. Again, down by 3 right now. 10-7 is the score. Broncos lead in this one. Out of the shotgun here. Tight end goes in motion. They take the snap here. Herbert looking, throws it over the middle. It's completed. And, of course, Austin Eckler. Who else other than Austin Eckler for yet another first down here? He picked up about 12, 13 yards on that play there. But, never mind that. It's a penalty. So, that's going to be on the offense for holding there. And so that time, Zion Johnson, the rookie out of Boston College there, they called him for the hold. And so let's see. 80 says JB was MVP at the Chick-fil-A Bowl. Yes. Let's see. Mike says Chubb and crew hungry. Let's see. Braden says sound good. Mike says good call or bad call. JB would not have called that one personally, but I'm not going to say it's a bad call. It's just one that you could have let go. You could have let that one go. All right, but here we go. First, first and 20 right now. Both teams have had 4 penalties on them, so at least the penalties are even here. And so Herbert looking. Herbert gonna throw it. Has a guy wide open there, and he's gonna pick up some yards there. He's going to be short of the first, but he picked up about 17 of the 20 yards that they needed. Now we got 2nd and 3 coming up here from the Broncos, 35-yard line. Again, so far in this drive, 6 plays, 53 yards, and about 3 minutes and 40 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock. Let's see. 80 says, Ross, a lot of times I turn off the TV and just listen to the master JB, and so appreciate that, 80s. Appreciate that. All right, but here we go. Justin Herbert up under center right now. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Going to hand it to the back. Austin Eckler off the right side there. Bouncing off. But he's going to be brought down. He picked up about a yard on the play. Now we got 3rd and 2 coming up right now. And that was Mathis there with the tackle. Love it when a cornerback comes up and he stops the run. So 3rd and 2 coming up right now from the Broncos 34-yard line here. Big 3rd down right now. They're at the 34-yard line here. So if you're the Broncos here, if you can get a stop and hold them to a field goal attempt, then that would be nice. But knowing the Chargers here, they are aggressive, so they may even consider going for it as well. But let's find out. 3rd and 2 right now. Line up in the shotgun here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes a snap here. Herbert's looking, steps up, throws it, and that's going to be incomplete. And the Chargers looking for the penalty, and they get the penalty again. They get it again. Pass interference again. This time they called it on Jackson. I don't know about that. Let me see the replay here. Let me see the replay. I thought Herbert was going to scramble. That's probably what he should have did. Oh, come on now. Guys do that everywhere. Come on now. I see every cornerback in the league do that. It wasn't even a pull, really. He just grazed his jersey. What are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, JB can't justify that one. JB cannot justify that one. All right, so they're going to dump it off there. All right, so he's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play to Palmer. So now we got 2nd and 5 coming up here from the Broncos, 18-yard line here for the Chargers. Braden says bot. Let's see. Mike says another bad call trying to prop Herbert. He fried. All right, 2 minutes and 14 seconds left to go here before the half. So obviously, you got the 2-minute warning coming up here. Total yards in this one, Chargers are winning that one, 141 to 129. But the fact that the Broncos right now with the lead, they've got 10 points here, goes to show that the offense is coming together a lot better now and just in time for this one. But 2-minute warning, we're at the 2-minute warning right now. Again, Broncos up 10-7, but the Chargers right now driving in this one. Let's see. Mike says, hey, he was reading that. And so, heck yeah. But, let's see. Again, right now, currently at the commercial because we are at the 2-minute warning. Both teams with all 3 timeouts right now. So both teams, you know, all 3 timeouts. If you're the Chargers, obviously you want to score. And while you're scoring, if you can take time off in the process as well, that's great. As for the Broncos, you have the ability to save enough time to go out there and run your own, you know, 2-minute, 1-minute offense, whatever that's going to look like when you get a chance. Braden says, you officially beat me in fantasy, JB. And so JB needed it this week. JB needed to win this week. Absolutely. But, yeah, it was a great match, though. Great match. Great match. If you'd have caught me next week, though, you'd have had me next week because without Josh Allen and Gabe Davis, my team would not look the same. And they're going to be in a bye week next week. All right, so let me put another poll question up here right now because we're at the commercial, so we're not missing anything right now. All right. Putting together the question here. All right, so we're getting ready to return back to the action here. All right, so there we go. So it says, so here's the question I put up there. Which team will be most likely to miss the college football playoffs? We all know UGA, Tennessee, Bama, all of them are ranked pretty high, but to see three teams make it from the SEC, that's not going to happen. So someone's going to miss out. So who's most likely to miss out? All right, meanwhile, they're going to hand the ball here to the back, and that's going to be Sony Michel. Sony Michel's going to pick up about 2 yards in the play. Let's see, Braden says Joshua Kelly is out for the rest of the game. And so Braden says a lot of low-scoring matchups in fantasy this week. And so, yes, and not too many were that close this week, because now we start to have some teams start to have bye weeks and stuff like that. So, in our league, that's going to hurt. All right, we got a timeout called here by the Broncos. So the Broncos are clearly thinking not just about making a stop here, but they believe that they have the time that they'll be able to go down there and drive and score themselves. So they're thinking about the clock also. Let's see, Braden said you say Tennessee because you think they'll lose to Georgia. And so, you know what, Braden? I honestly feel like that too, but I hope I'm wrong, because Georgia did have a slide where they struggled against some teams they shouldn't have struggled against. Mizzou played them tough, but when it's all said and done, they'll be up for this game. We'll see how that goes. Let's see, Braden says, and then Georgia loses to Alabama in the SEC championship game. All right, they get the ball to Austin Eckler here off the left end, and Austin Eckler's going to pick up about 4 yards and a first down here for the Chargers. So right now we're looking at 1st and 10 right now from the Broncos' 12-yard line. 1:38 right now. I'm still ticking. So far in this drive, 10 plays, 76 yards, 5 minutes and 40 seconds in terms of time possession off the clock so far on this drive alone here for the Chargers. So another long drive, and can they cap it off again with another touchdown right now? Shotgun formation, trips at the top of the formation here. Takes a snap here. Throws it. It's going to be completed, and makes one guy miss trying to plow for it, but that's not going to work there, so he might have picked up a yard on the play. That was Palmer with the reception. Broncos will take their second timeout. That time the coach said, do I got to run on the field to get your attention here? Called his second timeout. So 1:03 seconds left to go here before the half, and Broncos are really trying to conserve time. Let's see. Mike says, why don't the refs just let the Chargers start in the red zone next time? Oh, man. All right, but again, second timeout was just called right there. Again, Broncos simply looking to conserve time here so the offense will have some time to at least get into field goal range or something here before the half. Smart decision here. And you know what? As the season goes on, I expect a coach like Nathaniel Hackett to get better at these situational type of footballs here. And so I like the fact that he is thinking about the time here and calling timeouts. You remember the first game of the year against the Seahawks? We didn't like how he managed the time there, but at least this time we're seeing some improvements in that regards, thinking about the time. All right, but here we go. 2nd and 10 right now. Out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Herbert has it. Feels the rush. They got him. They got him for the sack. They got him for the sack. Wow. So 3rd and 17. He lost 7 yards on the sack right there. Broncos call their 3rd and final timeout of the half right now. Broncos still leading 10-7. But now the Chargers, 3rd and 17. What do you call right now with 3rd and 17? Do you just go ahead, maybe call a draw play, run some time off that clock before you kick the field goal? What do you do? Let's see. Braden says, yeah, I hope they beat Georgia. Ben says, Mike, because by 4th down they'd be out of field goal range. Mike says they eat. Let's see, Broncos. Braden says they also have to play Kentucky, which is going to be a tough game. Yes, a potential trap game. That's a potential trap game in that one as well. And so I do hope that Tennessee is prepared for that one, but Kentucky could definitely be that trap game there. Very tough team to beat. Very tough team to beat. Mike says they hungry. All right, but here we go. 3rd and 17 right now. A minute to go here. 1 minute and 1 second to go. Out of the shotgun, three receivers, one tight end, one back. Herbert gets the snap. Broncos sending four. Herbert steps up, throws it. Ball's deflected. Incomplete. Incomplete. That's a big time incompletion right there, because not only did you get the stop right there, but you also made sure to save the time there so the time isn't running. So that's huge right there. Me personally, 17 yards, I would have just went ahead and ran the ball, honestly. And so let's see. Ross is hoping for a Patrick Surtain pick. And so let's see. 57 seconds. So they went ahead and add 4 more seconds back up there. So we got Dustin Hopkins here. He's 5 of 6 in terms of field goals on the season. 37-yard field goal attempt. Hold is good. Kick is up. And the kick is good. I had to wait for to see the officials on that one because it looked like it started the curve. But the kick was good. So we're all tied up 10-10 here in the second quarter with about 53 seconds remaining. Let's see, Mike says, scratch that. They must be starving. Refs can't even give them a touchdown. All right, so we got 53 seconds here before the half. All right, and so back to the poll question right now. So 50% say that they believe that Bama to be most likely to miss the college football playoffs from the SEC. And then Tennessee's next, UGA with the least amount here. And so I'll say this. For me, I think it is Tennessee because I believe that UGA will beat Tennessee. But the loser of that game, I think, misses it because when it comes to the SEC championship game, it's not like Tennessee could play Georgia. They both are on the same side of the division, so only one will get to advance to the SEC championship. Meanwhile, for Bama, they'll most likely be there unless somehow Ole Miss, which I doubt Ole Miss will do it, but if Ole Miss represents, that's the only way. But other than that, Bama gets there. Bama's going to be playing either against Georgia or Tennessee, and I think if they play Tennessee again, I think they'll beat them this time. If they play UGA in the championship, I think that they would win in that matchup too. So that's why I chose Tennessee for mine. Well, I would have chose Tennessee if they allowed me to vote. But again, right now, currently at the commercial here, because the Chargers tied it up 10-10. But for the Broncos, you got no timeouts, but you got 53 seconds right now. You got a veteran quarterback right now, and you got a team that seems to be believing more and more right now in each other. So that's huge. So we'll see if they can get into field goal range here before the half. And if they can, that'll be another boost right there for their momentum moving forward, entering into the second half. And remember, the Chargers got the ball first to start things off, so that means the Broncos will get the ball first coming out of halftime. But yeah, Braden, to your question earlier, I think I might be leaning towards that Texas-Oklahoma State game as of right now. All right, so here we go. Script kick here. And so he tried to get that one. Couldn't touch it there, but it's going to roll in there anyways. And so therefore, now we're going to be looking at here to see if the Broncos here can execute their offense to perfection here at 53 seconds. That's what you got to work with. No timeout. So it's going to take a veteran quarterback, which they have, to go out there and to utilize the sidelines, be sure to clock the ball, all that stuff, use great time management, and try to get a field goal here for his team. Let's see, Mike says, we get the point, Mike. He hungry enough already. Let's see, Braden says, Black Medicine lost. And so, he's not happy about that. He's not happy about that. All right, here we go. Here for the Broncos from their own 25-yard line. Takes it. And so, Jerry Jeudy was sliding on that one. And so, incomplete. If he was able to stay on his feet, that would have been a completion, but incomplete. 2nd and 10 right now. 50 seconds left to go here before the half here. Again, Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Score all tied up 10-10. Broncos trying to see if they can take the lead here before the half. Got to make sure to be careful with the football as well. If there's one thing J.C. Jackson does well, it's get interceptions. Coverage might be kind of iffy, but interception-wise, he's good at that. All right, here we go to the shotgun here. Takes a snap, looking. Wilson still looking, gonna take a deep shot here. Has a man. And so, oh, what a nice completion. Nice completion. If he'd have put that like to his outside shoulder, I believe that could have been a touchdown. But that was a big time play. Gotta hurry up. 30 seconds right now. 28 seconds right now. Here we go to the shotgun. Chargers 28-yard line. They snap the ball. Wilson looking, throws it. It's caught by the receiver, Jerry Jeudy, and he's going to pick up about 10 yards and go out of bounds there. So excellent clock management. You still got 22 seconds to work with here. 1st and 10 from the Chargers 17-yard line. Let's see. Braden said that game will be good. 80 says JB&M was exposed. They won't win another game this year. Is that so, 80s? Is that so? Let's see. Mike says Black Meds took the L. Let's see. Mike says haven't seen Carmichael in a while. Let's see. Braden said he was on yesterday for a little bit. Yeah, he was on yesterday for a little bit. But man, that pass right there, that was a nice pass there. And great adjustment to the ball as well to catch that one in stride. And Wilson had to put everything into it. That time you can see with Russell being on the shorter end that time, he really just had to throw it up there. All right, let's see. Braden says, don't say that, 80s. Now they'll win every game for the rest of the year. Mike says, this is definitely JB/OT game. Ben says, this seems like more like a Thursday night football game. Man, I wish it was a Thursday night football game because that means tomorrow would be Friday. I'd definitely be down for that. All right, but here we go for the Broncos here looking. And so, Wilson got hit when he threw that one up there. He got hit. Meanwhile, that was nearly picked. That is a penalty right there. But, man, Wilson got hit on that play. He got up now. He got up, shook it off. But, man, I believe he went like towards that like knee, leg area right there, at least on first glance. And so roughing the passer is the penalty against Morgan Fox, 56 of the Chargers. Let's look at that replay there. And so, he fell into him. Yeah, they're not going to let that go. They're not going to let you do that. Not going to let you do that. 80 says, sorry, Braden, LOL. Braden says, JB giving Russell Wilson compliments. Interesting. JB calls it like I see it. That's all it is. JB calls it like I see it. The man go out there and perform, JB going to call it. All right, so here we go. 5 wide here from the 9-yard line. 1st and goal. Takes a snap here. Wilson looking, moving, throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. Boone was the intended target there in the direction of Boone. Let's see. 80 says, I agree, Braden. All right, but 12 seconds left right now here before the half. Again, all tied up 10-10. So the Broncos, they're in good field position right now to where if they don't get a touchdown, they can go for the field goal. But here, you got to be careful with your throws here. And if it's not there, throw it away. Cannot take a sack. All right, but here we go. They're going to go 5 wide again. Takes a snap. Wilson looking. Throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. So 3rd down coming up. 7 seconds right now. So it's 7 seconds here. You definitely cannot afford a sack at all. Got to be quick with it. And even then, I mean, got to be smart with it. Let's see. 80 says, next JB will be calling MVP for Baker. LOL. Braden says, yes, 80s. All right, so here we go out of the shotgun here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. 9 yards away from the end zone. Takes a snap. Wilson looking. Wilson throws over the middle. Incomplete. Incomplete. Gave this guy a chance. That's all you can do is give your guy a chance in that scenario because you got to be quick with it because time is everything. So now they'll bring out the field goal unit here on 4th down. So just great job by the Broncos offense to drive down there and get into field goal range here. That has been a struggle for this team for the most part. All right, 27-yard field goal attempt. And the field goal is good. So the Broncos here will have the lead at the half, 13-10. Broncos over the Chargers. Remember, the Broncos will get the ball first in the second half when we come back here from halftime. Let's see. 80 says Matt Ryan put up big numbers. Now Russ has to this week to make up for that toilet game. Exactly what I was thinking. Exactly what I was thinking. He has no choice. But again, right now we are currently at the half here. And so just to recap so far the first half. So for the Broncos, Russell Wilson 12 of 17 for 173 yards, 1 touchdown, no interception, sacked once. On the ground for the Broncos. As a team, 5 carries for 17 yards. You had Melvin Gordon. He had 3 carries for 8 yards. Latavius Murray, 1 carry, 8 yards. And Wilson ran it 1 time for a yard. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, Justin Herbert, 17 of 24 for 120 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, sacked twice. And on the ground for the Chargers, 12 carries, 34 yards. Austin Eckler, 7 carries, 20 yards, and a rushing touchdown. Meanwhile, Justin Herbert, 1 carry for 4 yards, and Sony Michel, 4 carries for 10 yards as well. All right, so we will end that poll there. All right, again, right now, currently at halftime with the Broncos up 13-10. Let's see. Ross says that he was really excited for Russ to come to Denver, but now you're conflicted. You say you don't know if he was a riot in Seattle, but he slowed down before his departure, so you don't know. You hope that the offense continues to improve, and so I do hope so. I do hope that the offense does improve for their sake there, but we will see. Time will tell. Time will tell. And let's see. 80 says, JB, did you see the news that just broke? Why TB12 was yelling at his O-line? And so I did not. I did not. But what reason did they give? Let's see. Ross says Judy and Sutton needed someone better to toss in the ball. And so I think we all can agree upon that. We all can agree upon that for Russell Wilson for sure. Let's see. 80 says because they aren't members of JB Nation. You know what? If that's the case, I didn't know Tom had my back like that. I didn't know Tom had my back like that. But, yeah, I mean, I can't blame them if that's the case. Because if they were members, they'd perform a lot better. So, I'll say that much. But that's funny. That's exactly why he was throwing tablets and everything. So all right, so let's see. JB will be right back. Give JB 1 minute. JB will be right back. All right, let's see. All right, so let's see. Mike says Brady yells at his kids. And let's see. 80 says Did you talk to Tom at Kraft's wedding? And so I didn't get the invite, 80s. I didn't get the invite. I did not get the invite. Let's see, 80 says, Mike, they deserve it, LOL. Let's see, 80 says, JB ran the Chick-fil-A. The line can't be this bad this time of night. You got me. You got me. Oh, man. All right, let's see. Trying to get another poll question up here real quick. All right, 1 second. All right, let's see. All right. All right, just searching for the next poll question here. Again, we're still at the half here. Ooh. All right, so here we go. All right, so here we go. Who will win Thursday night football between the Saints and the Cardinals? I feel like we haven't had the Cardinals on the stream since like week 1. Let's see. All right, so let's see where I'm at now. All right, so Mike says, I always see JB fiddling with the microwave in his hot pockets. Let's see, Ben says he didn't get the invite because there's limited space on Epstein's Island, and so that could be it. 80 says, Ben, let's see, Mike says, Cardinals coach Cliff Kingsbury said he'd be open to giving up offensive play calling duties, but yet when I asked for the job, Mike, they said no. They said no. All right, so far 3 votes in already, and so 2 for the Saints, 1 for the Cardinals in terms of who's going to win Thursday night football. And let's see, Eddie says, Mike, I think the Cardinals coach will be fired by the end of the season. And so, you know what? At the way that things are looking right now, I'd have to agree with that. All right, let's see. All right, so 3 votes right now, 67% here with the Saints. Braden says there's another sports channel with JB in it. Another sports channel with me in it. Alright, so I'll go ahead and end that poll there. Let's see. 80 says, JB, they even said no to JB for his Madden calls, and so that's when I knew the Cardinals didn't want to win, when they said that. Let's see. Braden says the channel name is JB Ball Talk, and so, okay, bet. What sports does that guy cover? And so Mike says, I hear microwave. 80 says those beeps. It is not a microwave. JB would be, it takes a special kind of person to have a microwave set up right next to them on their stream. I mean, oh boy. If that's the case, JB's just burning stuff. Let's see, Ben says those beeps are making me look around my hotel room, and so yeah, it's not a microwave though. It sounds like one though, but it's not a microwave. All right, so who? Let's see, Braden says he's streaming the game right now. And so, okay, bet. So I guess he's in direct competition with me then. let's see. All right, so here's the next poll question here. Let's see. Mike says, "Watch the radiation, JB." And so, all right. So, has Tom Brady lost his magic to Father Time? The question that has been posed for so long. Let's see. Braden says JB versus JB. Well, I know which JB I got. All right. So let's see. All right. So one vote so far for no. Two votes for no. All right, did JB just post a bad question in? Oh, somebody said yes. Somebody said yes. Somebody is not a believer that Tom can just straighten the ship because he's Tom Brady this year. Up, another one for no. Okay, 75% says no. And so 4 votes right now. And again, still right now at halftime, but when we come back, it will be the Broncos with the football as they lead right now 13-10. Let's see, Ben says 2 years ago, everyone underestimated Tom till he dominated the Super Bowl. And so, all right, so 80s was the one that said yes. 80s was the one to say yes. And so, okay. And so, yeah, I mean, I've observed Tom. You give Tom the weapons. Like, if everything is perfect for him, he's going to go out there and get you the Super Bowl. But what I noticed the last 2 years in New England, if things are not perfect for him, then he's no longer elevating guys anymore. I feel like that's the biggest difference. He's not elevating guys anymore. He's a tremendous recruiter, which makes up for it. But when those guys aren't there, then we get what we got right now with Tampa. So if Tampa Bay is going to win it, that means it's going to be on the arms of Leonard Fournette running the ball and great defense if Tampa Bay is to do it. Now, he's still good. But 80s is the one that said yes. All right, so I'll go ahead and call that one. Let's see, 80 says, if Tom wanted to go to the weddings, he should have retired, practice with his team, fly with his team. Let's see, Mike says, Bills for defeat in Super Bowl. Let's see, 80 says, where's Braden at? I hope not over a ball talk. Surely he wouldn't portray us like that. All right, so we're getting ready for the kickoff here to get things on the way here in the second half. Let's see, Ben says Tom Brady is a closet Chiefs fan. And so, all right, so kickoff there on the way. And so now it's time to see what the Broncos offense do here in the second half. They're up 13-10 right now. And so if this offense can pick up where they left off in the first half there, that'll be a great sign here for the Broncos. But that's what we're going to be watching here on this first drive here to see how they start things off. Let's see. 80 says, not against the Eagles, LOL. All right, so they snap the ball, give it to the back off the left side. That's Latavius Murray there, and so Murray picks up 8 yards on the play there. His second carry of the game. All right, so I put that question up there to see what do you guys think about that. Who would you take to win? The Eagles versus the Bills. Who would you guys take? Meanwhile, gives the ball here to the back, and so the back gets back to the line of scrimmage there, possibly picked up a yard on the play. But we got third down coming up here, 3rd and 2 here for the Broncos offense. Ball right now from their own 33-yard line. Again, the first drive here of the second half. Let's see, Braden says that he swears that he wasn't at Balls Talk 80s. And so let's see. 80 says, I agree, Tom Brady is in the closet. That's why his model wife left him. So, ouch. All these shots towards Tom Brady and his love or lack of love life right now. Gee. Last stream, it was Black Medicine that took a shot at him. Meanwhile, Wilson here in the pocket, moving around here. Throws it away, incomplete. So, Broncos will punt the ball here from their own 33-yard line. So, we'll see the Chargers for the first time here offensively in the second half. Let's see. Ben says, anyone picking the Eagles to beat the Bills need a drug test. Braden says, then 80s might need a drug test. 80 says, Ben, sign me up for the test. All right, Broncos punt the ball. Let's see if we get a return here. Caught at the 10. It's at the 15, 20, 25. Stumbles all the way to about the 28-yard line, and that's where the Chargers will take over here. 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line, trailing right now 13-10. Let's see. Braden says Tom Brady taking a lot of shots from a lot of different people right now. 80 says, I hit the bong every now and then for pain management. What of it? LOL. So right now, Bills leading it 75%. Let's see, Mike says, heavy is the head that wears the crown, JB. And so, you know what? You're right. You're right. All right, so 5 votes in. So we got 3 for the Bills and 2 for the Eagles. So right now, the poll's looking a lot closer right now. But again, right now, still at the commercial here. But when we come back, it will be the Chargers here with the football as they trail 13-10. Let's see, 80 says, I remember last year JB hating on TB12. What happened? And so Ben says, is Tom still allowed to watch from the corner? And so that he is. And so I would not say hating on and stuff like that. It's just, I said the man wasn't going to win the Super Bowl last year, and he didn't win the Super Bowl last year. So it happened. So I wouldn't consider that hatred. Just, it didn't happen. Let's see. 80 says Jalen Hurts eats poles for breakfast. LOL. All right, so here we go. All right, so Chargers getting ready to take over from their own 28-yard line here. All right, so the poll is tied right now, 50%, 50% right now through 6 votes. All right, but here we go. Herbert up under center here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield here. Tight end goes in motion here. Takes the snap. Gives it to the back, Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler, he's running. He gets the first down, picked up 11 yards between the center and right guard. And so now we're looking at 1st and 10 right now from the Chargers' 39-yard line. Let's see. Oh, man. Another person did it. 80 says, seriously, the way Josh Allen plays, let's hope he's healthy for the Super Bowl. Not wishing bad on him, but he needs to settle down. All right, so here we go. After that first down carry, 1st and 10 right now. You got trips at the bottom of the screen here. Takes a snap. Herbert looking. Herbert going to throw it. It's caught. That is going to be Palmer, and Palmer is going to pick up 5 yards on the play. Now we're looking at 2nd and 5 coming up right now from the Chargers' 44-yard line. Let's see. 80 says, come on, JB, you were talking major trash about TB12 last year for leaving the Pats. Come on. And so me talking major crap about TB12 for leaving, all I said is that if he wanted to be a Pat, he'd still be there. But he doesn't want to be. So he is where he wants to be. All right, here we go. 2nd and 5 here. Herbert up under center, takes a snap, going to toss it there to Eckler off the right side. And so Eckler is going to pick up about a good 6 yards on the play and a first down here for the Chargers. But wait a second, there is a penalty. There is a penalty right now. So that's going to be on the offense there and bring that back. Offensive holding. All right, so yeah, against the tight end number 88 right there, holding on him. So now 2nd and 15 here from the Chargers' 34-yard line. Let's see. 80 says, I can hear you, bet you're frozen. All right, so 2nd and 15 here. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Herbert with the ball here. Throws it. It's caught. And he's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down there. But to Palmer, that's about 13 yards on the catch. So now we got 3rd down coming up here. 3rd and short. Let's see. Jay says freeze every once in a while, but I can hear you. And so, let's see. I mean, why they give it to the back here off the right side. All right, see if we can fix this. All right, let me know if it keeps freezing, though. Let me know if it keeps freezing. But they picked up 2 yards on the carry, so it's a first down here for the Chargers. All right, so we go 1 back in the backfield here. Fullback goes in motion. Quarterback up under center here. Play fake. Herbert looking, taking a deep shot here. Incomplete. But there is a flag here. So what are we calling here? Let's see. Jay says, can Mike Williams do something for me? .80. Are you serious? And so, oh, wow. So, ooh, roughing the passer on the defense there. They're calling your boy Bradley Chubb on that one, Mike. Let's see. Oh, come on, man. He let up. It's not like he drug him to the ground, man. What else you want the man to do? Wow. Let's see, Jay says it seems a little better now. Okay, that's positive. All right, here we go. 1 back in the backfield here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Play fake. Herbert looking. Herbert throws it, and it's caught again by Palmer. So Palmer shakes off a guy, and he's running, tiptoeing on the sideline there. Picked up about a good 14 yards before finally being shoved out of bounds. So now we're looking at 1st and 10 right now for the Broncos, 21-yard line. But yes, yeah, you asked about Mike Williams, and you know what? I mean, I'm going against him in fantasy football, but I don't think it's going to matter. But still, he did step out earlier, though. But still, I don't know what's going on with Mike Williams. And let's see. Jay in the Bay, what's good with you? Jay? He says, "What's good, JB? You hope all is well. All is going great. Thank you so much for coming through. How are you doing?" And meanwhile, here we go. Herbert takes a snap, going to give it to Sony Michel off the right side. So Sony Michel is going to pick up 6 yards on the play, taking it all the way to about the 15-yard line of the Broncos. Again, right now, Broncos up 13-10, but it's the Chargers here with the ball trying to get the first score of the second half. And let's see, 80 says, JB and that boost mobile internet, LOL. All right, here we go. 2nd and 4 right now. Here in the third quarter with 3 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the third. Herbert up under center. 2 receivers. Tight end, fullback in the backfield. They're going to hand it to the back here. And so Michel up the middle. Picks up about 3 yards on the play. So now we got third. So let's see. We got third down coming up here. 3rd and 1. They snap the ball out of the shotgun here. Throws it. Ball deflected again. And so that's going to be incomplete. He was aiming for Palmer again. I mean, he's been targeting Palmer a lot in this one. I mean, Joshua Palmer, he's leading all in terms of targets right now. He's got 7 catches for 50 yards, but he's been targeted 9 times so far in this one. Meanwhile, Mike Williams, he has 1 catch for 8 yards, targeted just 3 times so far in this one. And so now with that, they're going to go ahead and they're going to bring out Hopkins again for the field goal attempt. They want to tie things up here. They understand how important it is to come away with points in this one. 31-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So we're all tied up 13-13 here in the third quarter with 9 minutes and 8 seconds to go here in the third. Now we got a bit of a scuffle out there between these two teams here. Referees trying to get in between. And let's see. All right, so Jay says everything is good. Hey, that's great. That is great. That is great. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. How are you feeling about the state of the 49ers right now? Let us know. And let's see. Jay says, hey, I can't talk on the internet. I'm in the country and the internet is horrible here. LOL. Ben says, where you at, Jay? And so let's see. O says, JB Chubb going to get paid. Hopefully the Broncos can't keep him. And so, hey, if they can't, you know who'll have the money next season. And let's say, old man says, and he comes to New England. That'll be nice. Jay says he's in central Kansas. Middle of nowhere, Ben. Middle of nowhere. And so, let's see. 80 says, old man. But again, right now, currently at the commercial. Why? Because the Chargers made the field goal here. They got the first points of the second half, and we're all tied up now 13-13 here in the third quarter with 9 minutes and 8 seconds to go here in the third. All right, and therefore we have 11 votes right now, and 64% say that they are rocking with the Eagles right now over the Bills if they were to play head-to-head. Mike says, Jay in the Bay, did you know the Bills are hot? And again, right now, still currently at the commercial, getting ready for kickoff soon. See what the Broncos offense can do here with their second possession of the second half. Let's see, Mike says Eagles over Bills, sober up. 80 says Mike hotter than some wings, LOL. Let's see, Old says, why do Broncos getting so many primetime games? And so, I don't know. I did notice that. I have no idea, but they are getting quite a few amount of primetime games early on. Let's see, 80 says, Jay says, 80s, did you watch the new Halloween? All right, so we are getting closer now to the kickoff here. All right, Chargers getting ready for the kickoff here. All right, so kickoff is on the way. Let's see if we get a return here. No return, so therefore Broncos will take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Let's see, Old says, Jay, I did, and I didn't like it. It didn't live up to the hype. 80 says, I agree with Mike. The Bills won't get past the Chiefs in the playoffs. LOL, relax, just a joke. All right, so here we go here for the Broncos offensively here, looking to get something going here in the second half. Got a fullback in the backfield here. Wilson up under center, takes a snap, play fake. Wilson looking, taking a deep shot over the middle. Incomplete. The closest thing to it was the safety on that one there, so incomplete. Second and 10 coming up. Again here in the third quarter at 9 minutes and 3 seconds to go. And let's see. 80 says, yes, Jay, I've seen Halloween ends twice. Old says, Kansas City lost in the playoffs. They can eliminate Buffalo. And let's see, Jay says, I'm going to give it a shot and watch it this weekend. Okay, bet. Let me know your thoughts once you do. All right, Wilson takes a snap here. Going to hand it to the back. And so the back is going to fall forward there. Picks up 5 yards, taking it to the 30-yard line here. So we're going to have 3rd and 5 coming up right now for the Broncos offense. So third down here, pivotal third down here. This is where you want to see Russell Wilson take control here and move it. It's 3rd and 5 here, so it's 3rd and manageable. Let's see if they can move the chains. All right, so here we go, 3rd and 5 right now. Wilson's going to line up in a shotgun here. You've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. He snaps the ball, Chargers send 5. He throws it quickly, and it's going to be completed to Cortland Sutton. He's going to pick up 5 yards, and that's going to be enough for a first down here for the Broncos to move the chains. So now we're looking at first down here for the Broncos from their own 35-yard line. Let's see, he says, Jay is different. I can see why some people won't like it, but you like it? Okay, bet. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, takes a snap out of the shotgun, gives it to the back, and so the back, Latavius Murray. You got Wilson going out there trying to throw, I guess, his shoulder in the way or something. But, yeah, back pick up about 6 yards on the play. So now we got 2nd and 4 right now for the Broncos' 41-yard line. Let's see, Ben says, why has there never been a serial killer movie in outer space? And so, good question. Good question. I guess we'll need more people out of space for that to happen, but that's a great question. All right, meanwhile, here we go. Gives the ball there to Latavius Murray, and he picks up about 5 yards on the play. And let's see. Jay says, LOL, good idea. Ben, killer astronaut would be cool. And so it would definitely be out of the original, for sure. Let's see. Mike says, JB, we lost you. And meanwhile, we're going to get the Davis Murray here, and he's going to pick up a yard on the play. 2nd and 9 coming up right now for the Broncos' 47-yard line. Let's see. Jay says, you good now, JB? Maybe just plug and unplug the mic. And so, okay, bet. Glad that worked. Let's see. All right, so right now we're looking at 2nd and 9 right now. Ball at the Broncos' 47-yard line. We're all tied up 13-13 here in the third quarter. There's about 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the third. Broncos in the shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Chargers going to send 4. Wilson in the pocket. Now he's moving. He's looking. He throws it up there just to throw it away, and that's going to be incomplete. Now we're looking at 3rd and 9 right now from the Broncos' 47-yard line. All right, here we go. 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun here. Takes the snap. Chargers sending pressure. Wilson looking. They got him. They got him in the backfield there, and of course, Derwin James making the play for the sack there. And so the Broncos lose 11 yards here, and they will have to punt the ball to the Chargers here. So big time play there by the Chargers defense there to get the sack and to force the punt coming up. Again, both of these teams all tied up 13-13. Jay says, you good? Appreciate that. 80 says, Jay, you should be JB's IT guy, LOL. Meanwhile, punt on the way. Ooh, I saw the punter fall. Meanwhile, on the return, takes it all the way to the 30-yard line. All right, so that is where the Chargers will take over here. 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line, all tied up 13-13. Last time out there, they kicked the field goal to tie it up. And so now they'll be looking to see if they can take the lead here in the third quarter with 5 minutes and 13 seconds left to go here in the third. All right, so through 14 votes right now, the Eagles are leading this one 64-36% right now. Braden says that JB was in a tunnel with a train. Jay says, LOL, I'm a high-tech redneck. And so there you go. There you go. All right, so JB's going to go ahead and call this poll here through 14 votes here. And again, right now, currently at the commercial right now. But just to update in terms of how these quarterbacks are doing today. Russell Wilson, 13 of 21, 178 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, was sacked twice. And also running the ball right. He's ran the ball 1 time for a yard. Meanwhile, Justin Herbert for the Chargers, 20 of 28, 153 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked twice. He also ran the ball 1 time for 4 yards. Let's see, 80 says, Eagles will now, let's hope they make the Super Bowl, LOL. Let's see, old man says, JB, I'm so happy Babetcha didn't keep JC Jackson. He's overpaid. And so, yes, severely overpaid. When I saw that contract that they sent him, I said, well, never mind that. If they want him that bad, they can have him. All right, and again, right now, currently at the commercial here, but getting ready to get back to the action here. All right, so we got the shotgun here. Quick pass there. And so, oh, a dangerous pass. Dangerous pass. My goodness there. He set Austin Eckler up for that when he went in motion, threw it to the back out the backfield, and so horrible read. He clearly wasn't paying attention. He's lucky that Wilson was going for the big hit as opposed to trying to go for the interception. But man, you've gotta when you make a pass like that, you gotta know that you know that's a good pass. Let's see. Jay says, will the Broncos ever score more than 30 points in a game? And so, ooh, now there's a question. All right, here we go. Herbert throws it. It's going to be completed to Sony Michel. Picks up 5 yards on the play. Third down coming up. 3rd and 5 from the Chargers' 35-yard line here. Again, here in the third quarter with about 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go. All tied up 13-13. All right, here we go in the shotgun here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Snaps the ball. This should be a free play, but they're not going to let them take the free play, though. They'll stop it here. Yep, false start there on the defense. So gifts them at 5 yards there. All right, let's see. O says that Mac Joker Jones will be showing up, and he let's see, start his revenge tour, and so time will tell. All right, here we go. Here, Herbert up under center, needs 1 yard, takes a snap, going to give it to Sony Michelle, and so Michelle will pick up 2 yards and a first down here for the Chargers. So they will move the chains here. Two of the possessions in which they did score, they took a lot of time off the clock in doing so, upwards of 5-7 minutes on those possessions. And so let's see if they can formulate something like that here. Let's see. Jay says got to be Mac Jones. Zappe just isn't quite there yet, and so there you go. There you go. Right now, 60% of the votes say Mac Jones. Here we go. Herbert up under center here. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back in the backfield. Take the snap here. Play fake. Herbert looking. Herbert's going to throw it. And it's going to be completed there to one of the tight ends here, Parham. And he's going to pick up 12 yards on the play. Getting up kind of slow there. But got the first down. So now we're looking at 1st and 10 right now from the Broncos, 47-yard line. Let's see. Braden says, fun fact about Bailey Zappe, he broke Joe Burrow's touchdown record last season. Jay says, people need to remember that Jones is young too. All right, but here we go. Quarterback up under center, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield. Gives it to the back, and so Eckler off the right side, going to pick up 2 yards on the play, 2-3 yards. All right, so now we got 2nd and 7. Again, here in the third quarter with about 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in this one. And this does have the kind of feel of the type of game that probably might even go to overtime. I know it's still early here, lots of football left to go, but it has that kind of a feel to it. All right, but here we go. Shotgun formation. You got 2 receivers, a tight end, 2 running backs. They snap the ball here. Herbert on the move. Feels the pressure. Going to throw it. Tight window there, but it's going to be incomplete. So now we're looking at 3rd and 7 coming up right now from the Broncos' 44-yard line. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 7 right now for Herbert and the offense here. Takes a snap. Broncos sending pressure. Herbert steps up, throws it. It's completed to Carter, and Carter is going to take it to the first down marker there. So it's going to be a first down there, 1st and 10 from the Broncos' 37-yard line. And so Braden says JBOT. Let's see. Jay says Jones beat the Bills last year. Let me know when Zappe does that. And let's see. Eddie says, what does everyone think about that? NFC and AFC play all their games in their own conferences, then the winner of each meet up in the Super Bowl. And so, nah, I like it how it is here. I would not like that there. Then it'll start to feel more like, I guess, college football in that sense for the most part. All right, throws it there to the receiver. And so Palmer's going to pick up 2 yards on the play. Let's see, 80 says Braden starting OT talks. Getting it in early, getting it in early. Let's see, Braden says, I'm calling it 80s, and so Braden's calling it now. All right, so here we go here. 2nd and 8 right now out of the shotgun here for the Chargers. Ball at the 35-yard line. Herbert takes a snap here, looking, feels the rush, gonna throw it. And yeah, way too far for Austin Eckler, out of bounds there, incomplete. 44 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Jay says, is anybody else excited about the new Pro Bowl games? And so Matter of fact, Jay, let me go ahead and make that the next poll question. All right, here we go. 3rd and 8 right now. Herbert looking, dumps it off there, and it's caught by Sony Michel. Sony Michel trying to split 2 defenders here. He's going to be about a yard shy of getting to the first down marker, a yard or two shy. So now we're looking at 4th and 2 right now from the Broncos 29-yard line. All right, so let's go ahead and put the question up there. All right, but here we go. So 4th down here, and so they went ahead and let the 3rd quarter run out here. So at the end of the 3rd quarter, we are all tied up. Broncos and Chargers 13-13 in this one. But the Chargers right now looking like they're going to go for it on 4th down. All right. Let's see. 80 says, what is the new Pro Bowl? And so I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the new Pro Bowl rules is basically just meaning instead of tackle football, just go the traditional tackle football. It's going to be more so flag football based out there. So that's what I believe it to be the new change there. It's going to be more so flag football. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jay, but I believe it's just flag football basically. I believe it's going to take place in Las Vegas as well, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. Let's see. Jay says week-long Pro Bowl skills competition, and the game will be the flag football. And so, okay, bet. Yeah, and I do like the week-long pro skills competition. I do like that aspect of it. Not so much the flag football part, but definitely the skills competition for a week long. That'd be great. That'd be great. All right, but so far 2 votes, and so far both say yes. But again, we are at the commercial right now because we're at the end of the 3rd quarter. That means we have 1 quarter remaining right now. The score right now is 13-13. When we come back, Chargers will be facing 4th and 2 from the Broncos 29-yard line. 80 says flag football. He doesn't like that aspect of it. But we got 3 votes right now for yes. All right, so getting ready to start the 4th quarter. All right, so 1 quarter remaining here in regulation. All tied up 13-13. This division game right here. Let's see, Jay says they actually might try harder in a flag game than tackle. All right, but here we go. 4th and 2. Takes the snap out of the shotgun here. Throws it. Oh, incomplete. Incomplete. And so he was aiming for Carter on the play. But hey, I mean, Mathis that time, he had a couple PIs early in the game, but this time he's on the right side of making a play here, and so big time play there. Excellent coverage there. Textbook how you get it done. All right, so now after that turnover on downs, the Broncos here with the football here. And so from their own 29-yard line, when will the Chargers learn to take the points when you have the opportunity to take the points? Meanwhile, they give it to the back here instead of back up the middle. So Murray's going to pick up 4 yards with the carry here. Again, all tied up 13-13 here in the fourth quarter here. Early stages of the fourth quarter. And let's see, 80 says, what do you think about Cheetah talking trash about Apple? And then they meet on Thursday Night Football, and then it was anything but that. But yeah, let's see. Jay says Cheetah been talking way too much since leaving Kansas City, and so yeah, I feel like that does happen when a high profile player leaves the organization that drafted him. All of a sudden, he starts singing like a canary and saying some of everything. Honestly. But pass right there caught by Jerry Jeudy. So Jerry Judy's going to pick up enough for the first down there. Picked up about 7 yards on the play. Tackled by Asante Samuel Jr. on the play. So now we got 1st and 10 right now for the Broncos 40-yard line. 14 minutes to go here in the fourth. All right, but here we go. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes a snap here, looking, throws it. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. All right, so 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Broncos offense. They haven't scored since halftime. They're looking to change that now. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. 5 seconds on the play clock. Takes a snap here. Chargers sending forward. Russell Wilson on the move here. Russell Wilson's going to scramble here. Russell Wilson dives there, and he's going to get brought down at about midfield. AD says singing like a what? LOL. Oh boy. Let's see. AD says Cheetah said he's coming for JB, and so I surely hope not. I surely hope not. All right, but here we go. 3rd and 1. Takes a snap out of the shotgun, and so Russell Wilson's gonna keep it. And then he slides at about the 41-yard line of the Chargers. So now you're seeing Russell Wilson using more of his legs on this drive. He's like, whatever it takes to move the ball, he's willing to do it. Let's see, Jay says Russ needs to use his legs more. And so if it helps move the chains, then yes. Does anybody know if the Broncos have any more primetime games left on their schedule? Does anybody know that? JB needs to know. All right, here we go out of the shotgun here. Wilson takes a snap. Gonna give it to the back, and so Murray again on the carry, and so he's gonna lose a yard. And you see in the second half, they started favoring Murray a lot in the second half. Let's see, 80 says, I agree, Jay. All right, so we got 2nd and 11 coming up here. Again, here in the fourth quarter with 11 minutes and 44 seconds to go. Again, all tied up 13-13. This time Broncos here, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes a snap. Russell Wilson's going to keep it again here. Gets brought down, picked up about 3 yards on the play. Let's see, Braden says, JB, I don't think you will accept this trade, but I got one for you. And so... Oh boy, Braden. Oh boy. And so Black Medicine says, Scotty, hope the Broncos are done with primetime games. And so, yeah, does anybody know if they have any more primetime games lined up? Let me know. Jay says, JB is craving more Denver primetime games. No, Jay, no. No, but here we go. 3rd and 9. Takes a snap here. Wilson looking. Wilson moving. Wilson feels the rush. Wilson dodging him. Wilson gets hit. He flings it. And is it a fumble? Is it a fling? It's incomplete. All that for an incompletion. So now we got 4th down coming up here. 4th and 9. And so ball right now is at the Chargers 39-yard line here. Here in the fourth quarter with about 10 minutes and 49 seconds to go. Let's see. Braden says, yeah, he is, Jay. 80 says the Denver Broncos are set to have 7 nationally televised games and 5 primetime games during the 2022 NFL season. Started with Monday Night Football showdown with the Seattle Seahawks. That sounded like a cut and paste right there, 80s. Meanwhile, punt on the way. A high punt. All right, so he catches it at the 17-yard line, and that's exactly where the Chargers will take over here. Last time they opted not to take the 3 points here. They like to do things the complicated way. And so let's see if this time if they'll get another opportunity to add some points here. Let's see. Jay says December 11th against Kansas City, another night game. And so, okay. Bet. Let's see. 80 says it is a fumble. It is a fling. I mean, I don't know what he's doing back there, but he was just moving around. Meanwhile, let me look and see if there's any close matchups in my fantasy football league that might still be within play right now. Hmm. I see what you did there, Braden. I see what you did there, Braden. But I don't like getting Rex Burkhead. I see him in the trade. That's a no. That's a no. All right, let's see. 80 says, okay, so Black says you expect the guy to type all that, and so that's a no. But I don't expect to copy and paste all that either. Someone has to read that, and that someone is me. All right, again, right now, still at the commercial here. Now let's see what the Chargers do here again here in the fourth quarter right now. Let's see. Old says, here's the thing. It's not just the Broncos playing. It's the teams they're facing who are also horrible. And so sometimes that is definitely the case that they do have a tendency to try to play matchmaker and put two of those teams there, honestly. But at the start of the season, if you told me Broncos and Colts at the start of the season, I would have thought that that might have been a very good matchup there. But once the season got started, I realized no, that is not the case. All right, but here we go out of the shotgun here. Carter goes in motion for the Chargers. They take the snap here. Throws it over the middle. Dangerous, risky pass. It's intercepted. It's intercepted. Then he lost the ball. It's anybody's game now. The ball is loose. Someone's going to come up with it. Will it be the Chargers? Will it be the Broncos here? And it looks like that is going to be the Broncos there. So how about that? You get the interception, then the guy who intercepted fumbled it, and so everybody's going for the loose ball. But I say this to say that. It's going to be Broncos with the football right now. How about that? And let's see. Braden says, I guess a lot of people don't like Rex Burkhead. Black said he swear that he declined a Rex Bulkhead trade this weekend. Black says interception. And so, wow, what a key play that was for the Broncos. And now they're primed with an opportunity. Excellent field position. You just got to move forward. It's just that simple. Now, you got to capitalize off of this now. But big play here in the fourth quarter with 10 minutes and 28 seconds to go. That was Herbert's first interception of the night. Let's see. Braden says it's because the Broncos have a good defense, old man. And let's see. Braden says that was black medicine, LOL. Braden says chaos. All right, here we go. Give the ball here to the back. And so the back, this time is Boone with the carry. I believe this is his first carry of the second half. He picks up a yard in the play. All right, so we got second down coming up here, 2nd and 9. 10 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Ball at the Chargers 29-yard line. All right, so here we go out of the shotgun here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes a snap here. Wilson looking, going to dump it to the back. Makes one guy miss. Stiff arms another, goes out of bounds there, and so Boone gets 3 yards out of that reception. Third down coming up. Let's see. Braden says he doesn't know what 80s just said. LOL. And so, yeah, I just glanced at it and was like, all right. That's a lot. All right, but here we go. 3rd and 6 coming up right now for the Broncos. And so, again, the defense gave them a gift, but it's up to them to cash in on the gift here. 9 minutes and 8 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Wilson gets the snap here. Chargers sending 5. Wilson, he's moving. Wilson, he's going to get sacked. And so that time he's going to lose 4 yards on the play. So here we go. They're going to have to go ahead and attempt the field goal here. And so, I mean, they better thank the defense. And so Black Medicine says seeing Rex Burkhead in the trade package is like showing up to an orgy with Magic Johnson in attendance. Just no. Whoa. 80 says cut and paste, LOL Braden. Meanwhile, 48-yard field goal attempt is up. And the field goal is good. And so the Broncos lead this one 16-13 here in the fourth quarter with 8 minutes and 21 seconds to go. If the Chargers lose this game and the management and the Chargers lose this game, I'm firing the head coach. He opted not to kick the field goal. We would have been tied and stuff like that. And then just a lot of things that he's been doing, it just doesn't work. And so there it is. Let's see. 80 says Braden still OT. Braden says yes, 80s. Speaking of yes, let's see the poll question. All right, so 3 people said yes, 1 person said no for the new changes for this year's Pro Bowl. So, okay, 3 out of 4 for yes. Let's see, old man says he's trying to trade Kittle. And so may have to take a look at my team and see if there's anyone I wouldn't mind trading for the great Kittle. And again, right now, currently at the commercial right now, but the Broncos do lead this one 16-13 after converting on a 48-yard field goal attempt. Let's see. Old says right now, other than Zappe, my quarterbacks are out, and so, ouch. Let's see. Black says Pitt over brittle body Kittle, and so that is true. That is true. But Kittle is on the market, and I know Pitts is not on the market in our league, so therefore, let me target Kittle. All right, so here we go. Kickoff on the way. All right, so here we go here, and so therefore the Chargers, they're going to come back out here this time trailing 16-13. Let's see. Braden says, want Waller, old man? Old man says, nope. He's good. He's good. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 right now. All right, so 8 minutes and 21 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Broncos up 16-13. Chargers in the shotgun from their own 25-yard line. Take the snap. Going to give it to Austin Eckler, and Austin Eckler is going to pick up about 2 yards on the play. He believes there's a penalty, and a penalty is thrown. So let's see what they call. Looks to be a face mask will be the call. 15 yards there for the offense. All right, so here we go. After the penalty, now we're looking at 1st down here. 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Shotgun here for the Chargers. Broncos bringing pressure. He throws it. It's caught by the receiver and still fighting forward there. That's actually the tight end there. So Everett picks up 9 yards on the play. So now we're looking at 2nd and 1 coming up right now. 2nd and 1 here from the Broncos 49-yard line. 7 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, Broncos up 16-13. All right, Herbert up under center here. Takes a snap, looking. Going to call a draw here to Eckler. And so Eckler off the left guard here. Going to pick up, let's see, about a yard on the play. But still going to be short of the first. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 1 coming up. Again here in the fourth quarter with 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the fourth. All right, multiple tight ends. Got a fullback in the backfield here. Herbert up under center. Takes a snap. Gives it to the back. And so Sony Michel bouncing off defenders here. Still moving and picks up about a good 5-6 yards on that play. So that's going to be a 1st down here for the Chargers. But there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Let's see. Black Medicine says that Waller is a Dodge Charger with a blown transmission right now. And so, ouch, that's going to bring down the value of Braden Sky even more. Braden says the Colts played really well yesterday. Ooh, personal foul there. Unnecessary roughness on the defense there. Now we do have 76 here for the offense being assisted off the field here by the medical staff. So unnecessary roughness, let's see. That's the call, like, wow. Let's see. Black says the refs are screwing up another game, and so yeah, I don't get why you call that, honestly. All right, so right now we are going to hit the commercial here. Let's see. Braden says JB is the best fantasy commissioner, and so you think so, Braden? You think so? I tell you what, though, in my other league that I'm in, this will be my last year in that league because that commissioner is going rogue with it, and some of the ideas that he has, let's just say he wants to change it to a completely, entirely different thing, and so I am off board. All right, but still right now, currently at the commercial right now. And so to compare these two teams, for the Broncos, Russell Wilson 15 to 25, 188 yards, one touchdown, no interception. He's been sacked 3 times so far in this one. You look at the Chargers, Justin Herbert 26 to 39, 194 yards through the air, no touchdowns, one interception, sacked twice. On the ground for the Chargers at the team, 21 carries for 70 yards. Eckler has 38 yards off of 12 attempts. Sony Michel has 8 carries for 28 yards. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, as a team, 17 carries for 68 yards. Latavius Murray leads all in carries. He's got 9 carries for 36 yards. Wilson's got 4 carries, 23 yards. Melvin Gordon, 3 carries, 8 yards. And Mike Boone, 1 carry for a yard. And so, like says that our commissioner sucks. And so, but again, right now, still at the commercial here. And so you see Will Clapp in his 9th career start. Oh, and he's the center. He's the center because, yeah, their starting center was out of this game with an illness there. So you're going to be relying on whoever is the third center on the depth chart. All right, let's see how that works out. Quarterback up under center now. Takes a snap. Play fake. Looking. Going to dump it to the back, Austin Eckler. And Austin Eckler is going to lose some yards here. Nah, you went to the well about 5 times too many this time. And so they got him in the backfield. He lost 3 yards. 2nd and 13 coming up right now from the Broncos 30-yard line. All right, so 2nd and 13 here in the 4th quarter at 5 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Again, Broncos up 16 to 13. Let's see, 2nd and 13 right now out of the shotgun. Takes a snap here. And so Herbert looking to run here. He's running. He slides. And so he picked up about 5 yards on that one before sliding. So now we're looking at 3rd and 8 coming up right now from the Broncos 25-yard line. So far in this drive, 6 plays, 50 yards, and about 2 minutes and 40 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock. All right, and now's a good reminder, guys. If you haven't pressed the like button already, make sure to press the like button and also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel already. But here we go. Shotgun formation here. 25 yards away from the end zone. They take the snap and feel the rush. And so Herbert had the rush and throw that one. And so there is a penalty. And so, my goodness. I mean, this guy plays tremendous coverage, but the referees do not like him at all. So pass interference there against Amari Mathis again. I believe that's his 3rd time today. Penalty on him. Chargers have really not utilized Mike Williams in this game at all. He's been playing the role of decoy in this one. Let's see. Braden says the ref stunk last Monday too. All right, here we go. 15 yards away from the end zone. Takes a snap, gives it to the back. Austin Eckler off the right side, going to take it to about the 11-yard line. But there is a penalty here. There is a penalty. Offensive holding is the call. Backs him up 10 yards. So now we're looking at 1st and 20 from the Broncos 25-yard line here for the Chargers. 4 minutes and 54 seconds to go here in the 4th. And look at the amount of penalties called so far in this one. 10 against the Broncos for 151 yards. 7 against the Chargers for about 75 yards. All right, but here we go. 1st and 20 here. Shotgun formation here. Takes a snap. Broncos sending pressure. Herbert throws it over the middle. It's going to be completed. And Eckler is going to pick up 8 yards on the play. He's been pretty busy in the pass game today. Austin Eckler has like 6 catches for 31 yards, and he's been targeted 10 times out of the backfield. He also has 12 carries for 38 yards and a touchdown. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter right now. Chargers down by 3, but trying to come away with 6. All right, so here we go out of the shotgun here. Takes a snap, looking, throws it, and incomplete in the direction of course, Austin Eckler on the play. Incomplete, so 3rd and 12 coming up for the Broncos 17-yard line. 4 minutes and 6 seconds left to go. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation here. Broncos bringing pressure. Herbert's going to throw it up there and incomplete. Williams never had a chance to make a play on the ball for that one. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. And so now they'll have no choice but to kick the field goal here. All right, so going to depend on Hopkins here to see if he can make yet another field goal and go 3 for 3 today. But right now, 2 for 2. Let's see. 35-yard field goal attempt here for the Chargers to try to tie things up. Hold is good. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So therefore, we're all tied up 16-16 here in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes and 58 seconds left to go. Let's see, 80 says Troy Aikman played 12 years, Patrick Mahomes on his 6th year, and had more touchdown passes than him. The game has changed, LOL. And so the game has certainly changed a lot. A lot. Let's see, 80 says Brady and they are tied. And so that they are tied 16 apiece. But still 3 minutes and 58 seconds to go. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. But again, right now at the commercial. When we come back, the Chargers will kick things off, and we'll see what the Broncos can do here with under 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. All right, time for another poll question here. All right, so here is the next question here. So who will win, the Broncos or the Chargers, or will it end in a tie? I got to add that option as well. Anytime the Broncos are involved here, it's very possible. All right, so here we go. Kickoff about to be on the way. All right, so kickoff on the way. Let's see if we get a return here. No return. All right, so 1st and 10 here from their own 25-yard line here in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes and 58 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. All right, so far here, one vote, and that's for the Chargers. All right, so Russ, we're looking at you here. Can you drive down there for your team? All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation here. You got three receivers at the top of the screen here. Takes a snap, gets to the back, and so Murray up the middle. Plows forward for 14 yards on the play. So now we got 1st and 10 right now from the Broncos 39-yard line here. And so if you're the Broncos here, you'd love it to move the ball, take time off the clock, move it, take down, and then hopefully go down there and take the game win and score. That's what you're hoping for if you're the Broncos. All right, but here we go. Shotgun here. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. Wilson takes a snap, gives it to the back, and so the back picks up about a good 4 yards on the play. All right, so we got one person saying this is going to end in a tie. One person said the Chargers will win. Two people say the Chargers will win and one to say a tie here in this game. So nobody for the Broncos here. But Murray just picked up 4 yards on that one. So 2nd and 6 coming up here from the Broncos 43-yard line here. And so Lewis, what's good with you? You say JB just got home? Bet. Having yourself a drink? Hey, that's what's up. Did you happen to take the over or under on this one? Meanwhile, Wilson with it. Wilson moving. Wilson running around the pocket. Wilson looking. Wilson's going to throw it up there and just throw it away. And so that's going to be incomplete. So now 3rd and 6 coming up right now from the Broncos 43-yard line. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 6 right now. 4th quarter, 2 minutes and 31 seconds remaining. All tied up 16-16. Key 3rd down right now for both of these teams. All right, here we go. Shotgun. All right, so a timeout was called. Russell Wilson called a timeout there. He knows how important this 3rd down play is. Let's see, Lewis says Broncos winning this, JB. And so, okay, bet. So Lewis says he has the Broncos winning this one. Go ahead and cast your vote there, Lewis. And so Broncos called a timeout here. Want to make sure that they dial up the best play possible here on 3rd and 6 from their own 43-yard line. Let's see, Lewis says no pick, JB. If I say under, I'd be cheating. You're right, Lewis. You're right. All right, but here we go. 3rd and 6 right now for the Broncos here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. 2 minutes, 31 seconds left to go in a game that's all tied up 16-16. But can Russell Wilson come through for his squad here? Takes a snap, and oh, wow. Talk about sending the pressure through there immediately. I mean, he came through. I mean, he just shot through there. Wow. Big time play by the Chargers. Big time play. Wow. 80 says sack lunch. There you go. Defensive coordinator did a tremendous job on that down, dialing up a great play. But here we go. Broncos punt the ball. Will we get a return here? He's telling everybody to clear the way, get out of the way of the ball here. And it's caught at the 25-yard line, and that's exactly where the Chargers will take over in this one here with under 2 minutes to go. 80 says, hey, man, Lewis. He says, Lewis, hey, man. So 2-minute warning here with 1 minute and 51 seconds left to go in this quarter. So this is a big drive coming up for Justin Herbert and company, and this one all tied up 16-16. You think about the decision earlier in the game when they had the ball near the red zone and they opted not to go for the field goal. This is something that we've seen often from the Chargers over the years, but that they ended up not getting it, and so you wonder if they had that right there. I bet they wish if they can do it again, that they would do something different and kick the field goal this time out. All right, here we go. Getting ready to return back to the action here. All right, so Justin Herbert for his career in his third season, 9 career game-winning drives in the fourth quarter or overtime, which is tied for fifth in the NFL since 2020. Let's see, Lewis says JB took Broncos live bet at 100, and so JB did not do such a thing. All right, but here we go. First and 10 right now from their own 25-yard line out of the shotgun here. Takes a snap, looking. And he's going to, oh, he almost was brought down for the sack, but he got it away to Austin Eckler. And so all that to get back to the line of scrimmage. A minute 35 right now here in the fourth. Second down coming up. Second and 10. They're hurrying back to the line here. Takes a snap. Herbert looking. Herbert dumps it there to Austin Eckler once again. And so Austin Eckler falls forward. Picks up about a solid 4 yards on the play. So now we got 3rd and 5 coming up. 80 says Braden said OT. And so that he did. All right, but here we go. 3rd down here, 3rd and 5. Herbert with the ball here. Herbert looking. Herbert throws it. And it's caught again by Austin Eckler, who does enough to get the first down and move the chains. There's 54 seconds right now. There's 52 seconds here. Chargers have all 3 timeouts right now. 48 seconds. Snap the ball. Looking. Gonna throw it. Slings it. And it's completed to Palmer. So Palmer's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards on the play. It's going to leave about 38 seconds here. Let's see. Lewis says, no, JB, I took Broncos money line. And so, okay, bet. Okay, oh, wow. Meanwhile, one of the Broncos players right now is currently going to be looked at by the medical staff here. Yeah, so right now they're looking at the Sean Williams here. Medical staff looking at him. All right, so still looking at him right now. Again, the ball right now is at the Chargers' 40-yard line. So keep that in mind. The ball's at their 40-yard line right now. Let's see. Old says this is the craziest NFL season in a long time. Lewis says Wilson will bail me out, and Wilson he trusts. Let's see. Braden says JB ball talk is coming for you, JB, and so I'm not sure that JB is talking about sports when he's talking about that here, Braden. I'm not so sure that he's talking about sports content right now. I'm a little concerned about that channel. He might be the guy sending the bots, actually, now that I think about it. And so, just going off the name there. Just going off the name there. But about 38 seconds again remaining right now. And of course, we are waiting to see if the player is injured. Let's see. Black says skip big homie off the field. And so, yeah, I hope he's okay though. But yeah, like assist him off the field here. Okay, he's walking very light on that foot there, so hopefully this is something that he'll be able to come back from. Let's see, Braden says, yes sir, 80s. And let's see, Braden says, wow, JB. I'm just saying, going off the name there, if JB was a little confused about the name, there was nothing that specified this is sports related. So, and 80 says, tell Ball Talk to bring it. Just make sure you notice we're talking sports, okay? Like that, just the sports here. But here we go. 38 seconds here. Out of the shotgun from their own 40-yard line here. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. Takes a snap, looking, throws it, and it's caught by the tight end. And so he's trying to make his way out of bounds, and he does get out of bounds there. Picks up about 4 yards on the play. So now we got 3rd and 1 coming up. That's about 33 seconds left here. But the ball right now is at the Chargers' 44-yard line. They do have all 3 timeouts right now, so they can utilize the middle of the field. Lewis says Lewis going to get money today, and so, hey, he's confident about that. Hey. Wonder what's the target yard. Okay, so they're targeting about that 39 marker at least to give him a chance to make that kick. Let's see. Herbert gets it. They're going to stop the play. Here. Let the Broncos call a timeout. And so let's see. Braden says that he can confirm it's a sports channel. And so, okay, we appreciate that. Braden. Thanks for the clarification there. Up, that's all you need. A kicker that is hobbled up. All right, so many factors right now. 33 seconds here, and so yeah, this is taking quite the time here. But Broncos burned their 3rd and final timeout here, so only the Chargers can stop the clock here for the remainder of the 33 seconds here in the 4th quarter. 80 says, dude's talking about balls, gross. All right, here we go. Herbert up under center here. Takes a snap, play fake. Herbert looking. Herbert still looking. Herbert throws it. It's going to be complete. Is it completed? Incomplete. And so 4th down coming up here. 17 seconds, 16 seconds, 15 seconds. So they want to go ahead and I guess take a shot here, but not leave any time for the Broncos. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like the play call. I don't like the execution of that one. And now they called their first time out. Don't like the execution there. Braden says he might be watching right now. And so Let's see. 80 says just joking around, Braden. Let's see. Braden says there's not 80s. All right, so with 1 second here, they want to take a shot here, and then most likely we'll be headed to overtime. And let's see, Lewis says Broncos win, drinks for on me. And so, hey, Lewis says that the Broncos win, drinks are on him. So Lewis will buy us all some drinks. Braden says I know 80s. All right, so last play of the fourth quarter here. Herbert gets it, looking, throws. And that is going to be incomplete. So that's going to take us to the end of regulation, and we will get ready for overtime in this matchup here between the Broncos and the Chargers, tied at 16 apiece in a pivotal overtime game. Braden says he can confirm he's not watching. Let's see. 80 says, Braden, I called OT LOL, and so so 4 quarters was not enough for these two teams, and so now we're headed to overtime here. Let's see. Braden says there's two other people watching with him, and so okay, bet. And so let's see. Braden says called it JB, and so that you did. Yes, that you did. All right, so it's head. So the Broncos want the ball here. So we'll get to see Russell Wilson and company out here first. All right, and looking at the votes, 10 votes right now. 70% believe the Chargers will win. 20% believes that it'll end in a tie, and just 10% believe the Broncos will actually pull this off and win. All right, and getting ready here for the start of overtime. Let's see. Braden says that you can also confirm they aren't the ones that sent the bots, LOL. And so, well, that narrows down the list. All right, so getting ready for overtime here. Broncos' second straight overtime game. Kickoff on the way. All right, goes into the end zone there, out of bounds. All right, so I think I'll go ahead and call the poll here. And let's see. Braden says that he thinks Manning did a response to you banning his man. And so, Braden, everybody knows that you created that account, that you created that one and the Chad Powers account. Everybody knows it. Now, I'm not sure if you're responsible for the bots or not, but those two accounts, everybody knows it. All right, here we go. From their own 25 here, gives it to the back, and so Murray picks up 5 yards on the carry, so here we go, 2nd and 5 right now from the Broncos 30-yard line. All right, so again, here in overtime here, a touchdown to win the game here. Since the Broncos got the ball first, if they kick the field goals, then the Chargers would have an opportunity to try to tie it or win it. Takes a snap out of the shotgun again from Murray. So Murray this time picks up 4 yards on the play. Now we got 3rd and 1 coming up. Let's see. Braden says Broncos have to make JB stay up late. It's a weekly tradition. And let's see. 80 says Braden LOL. All right, here we go. 3rd and 1. Out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Throws it. Ooh, was that incomplete or was it caught? It looked like incomplete, but was it a catch? Incomplete. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. Braden said, how'd you figure out it was me? It was so obvious. It was so obvious. Let me go through how I knew it was you, Braden. Number one, every time Eli jumped on, you were the first person to acknowledge that he was on. Literally within 30 seconds, you'd be the first one to comment. Second, you kept hyping him up even when he wasn't on. You was his hype man. You was his hype man. Third, when I got testy with Eli, Eli didn't respond. A real giant fan would have probably tried to curse me out or did something to really deserve to get blocked, but you took it. So therefore, I put all the clues together, and I was like, it's definitely Braden. It's definitely Braden. So that's how JV figured it out. So absolutely. Then when the whole Chad powers, that part was pretty obvious as well. So absolutely. Nobody had mentioned it other than you. So JB knows. JB knows. But meanwhile here, Broncos about to punt the ball here, so all the Chargers need to win it is a field goal. Let's see, Lewis said, I had under 75, JV. All right, so here we go here, punt unit coming out. Let's see, Braden. Braden said you've exposed me, and so yes, yes, it took me a couple. I think by the third time, I started to figure out. By the third stream, I was like, okay, I think I know who it is. All right, so Carter here, he's at the 15, goes out of bounds at about the 19-yard line, and so, oh man, look at that, look at that, somebody got pebbled over there. Oh man, I mean, you knocked his cheat sheets out of him. You knocked the, I mean, wow. But I hope that they're okay though. Both guys took a hit. Wow. I'll tell you what though, the guy without the old man took it like a champ though. He's up. He's good. 80 says JB put all the clues together. LOL. Braden said I actually went on a Packers channel with that account also. Yes, yes, I figured it out. Oh man, but I hope that he's okay on that sideline though. All right, they're gonna snap the ball though, and Austin Eckler's gonna pick up about 2 yards on the play here, but there is a penalty. There is a penalty. But I'm curious, Braden, like when you went to the Packers channel, like what was the purpose with Eli for that one? What was the purpose on that one? Like I understand me and stuff like that, but for the Packers channel, I mean, what was that about? Let's see. Braden says JB has a new show called called JB Clues, and so absolutely, it's like a more advanced version of Blues Clues. So all right, but here we go after the penalty there. 1st and 19 here from their own 10-yard line. They snap the ball. Herbert's going to throw it, and it's going to be completed to Carter. Carter's going to take it to about the 15-yard line here. Second down coming up. Basically, the next score will win this game. The question is, will either of these teams score before we reach the end of regulation? And let's see. The old man says, should have dodged JB when he was talking facts. A real Giants fan would have snapped at him. And so, absolutely, yeah. I was thinking to myself, because I was like, I'm going after Eli, and he's not really pushing it too much. And so I was like, this is not a real Giant Eli fan. This is somebody pretending to be Eli here. All right, so here we go. Herbert takes a deep shot, just flings it up there. Ooh, was that a catch? No, incomplete, incomplete. Mike Williams tried his best, though. I'll give him that for the effort, but it's incomplete. And let's see. Lewis says, let's ride. And so Lewis is feeling confident right now. He's ready to get paid. Ooh. That was close, but I think that second foot came down on the line. All right, but here we go. So 3rd and 14 now. Herbert takes a snap. Throws it. Ooh, incomplete. Incomplete. So Chargers will have to punt the ball here from their own 15-yard line. Now imagine if this was going by college football rules, how many potential overtimes we would probably see in a matchup like this. All right, so they're going to punt the ball here. Punts on the way. Let's hope we get a good return here. Fair catch is symboled and caught at the 31-yard line of the Broncos here. I want to see Wilson take a deep shot here. Take a deep shot for JB. All right, so all you need is a field goal to win it. Here in overtime with 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Again, tied up 16-16. All right, so here we go, 1st and 10 here. Shotgun formation. They love to get the ball to Murray out of this shotgun formation. Let's see if that's what they do here. Snaps the ball. We'll give it to Murray there off the right guard, and he's going to pick up 2 yards on the play. All right, 7 minutes to go left in overtime here. Will somebody win it, or will it go down as a tie? This has got to be like the most ties in a season, like if this goes down as a tie. All right, here we go out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes a snap, gives it to the back, and then he's going to pick up a yard on the play. So now we got 3rd down again, 3rd and 7. Again, who wants to win this game? All right, so here we go, 3rd and 7 right now out of the shotgun here. Russell Wilson in the offense. Gets the snap. Chargers sending 5. Wilson looking, throwing, going deep. And, oh, incomplete. Great coverage on the play. That's going to be incomplete, so we're going to have another 4th down and yet another punt coming up. Let's see. Braden says he deleted the account. And let's see. Jay says, I feel like it'll end in a long field goal. You think so, Jay? Well, we're going to need some special teams help or something to guide these 2 teams near the end zone right now. But there's 5 minutes and 44 seconds left to go. Punts on the way. Fair catch, symboled and caught at the 19-yard line here of the Chargers. Let's see. 80 says maybe Russ would do better with Judge Judy. Maybe then she would allow him to cook. Maybe. All right, but it's Justin Herbert and the Chargers here. Another opportunity here. Got to make this one count. If you don't do it this time, there's no guarantee you'll get another shot. Lewis is saying pick six. All right, so here we go. Out of the shotgun here. Takes a snap, looking, pass rush all up in his face. Ball tipped, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Let's see, Braden says the person who runs the channel, his name is Eli, so I said Eli Manning is the real Eli. Let's see, Lewis says so close. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10 out of the shotgun here for the Chargers. Looking, throws it, and that is going to be incomplete. Incomplete. Was targeting Everett on that one. Incomplete. So now, 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 10 from their own 19-yard line. Both teams have gone ice cold offensively. All right, so 3rd and 10 here. Chargers trying to convert here on 3rd down. 5 seconds right now on the play clock. And up, we had some movement here by the left tackle. Going in the wrong direction. All right, so now we're looking at 3rd and 15 right now from the Chargers 14-yard line. And let's see, Braden said the Javan child. When I realized it, I did. Right immediately afterwards, I did, Braden. I did. All right, but here we go. 3rd and 15 out of the shotgun. Looking, throws, and it is going to be completed there. I mean, it's just going to help Austin Eckler fantasy football owners. That's about it. But it will not move the chains. He picked up 6 yards on the reception. 4th down coming up here. 4th and 9 coming up here from their own 20-yard line right now. And so they're going to punt the ball. Broncos will get yet another opportunity with under 5 minutes to go here in the game. Will somebody just win this? And so let's see. 80 says, JB, will you stream Eli's Hall of Fame introduction? And so induction. And so I will not. I will not. I will not. Oh, was it touched? Was it touched? Is it the Chargers ball? It is Chargers ball here. Wow. And so Black cannot believe it. And let's see, Braden said JB won't see what you said, 80s. And so Jay says, wow, Denver. Braden says, no. And so, huge mistake there. Braden is not happy about that. All right, so now the Chargers here from the Broncos 29-yard line here. Just got to get close enough for a field goal or closer. Get to Austin Eckler. He's going to lose a yard on the play. 2nd down coming up. Lewis says, really? He's not happy about that. Not happy about that. Now, Hopkins, you know, he's 3 of 3 right now today. He did seem like he was in a little bit of pain earlier, though, so I wonder if that's still a factor right now. Jay says Chargers don't have good luck with kickers in this situation. So Jay's thinking that the Chargers are going to find a way to miss it. All right. Tosses it to Eckler here. And so Eckler going to lose another yard on the carry here. So we got third down coming up here. 3rd and 12 here. 130. And let's see. Black says Dustin Hopkins has the biggest short plus kid helmet I've ever seen. Let's see. 80 says he hopes that Phillip Rivers gets an invite to Heli's induction, LOL. And so, all right, so here we go out of the shotgun. Herbert throws it, and it's going to be completed to Mike Williams, which is going to make for an easier field goal attempt there. So now the field goal unit has to come out here. Now, Broncos do have 2 timeouts here, so they can try to ice the kicker here. Jay says, can they do it? That's the question. All right, so timeout called. All right, so they called a timeout, make us wait it out a little bit longer here. Again, Dustin Hopkins, all he has to do is convert this field goal, and this game will be over. But we've seen a lot of crazy things happen with potential game-winning field goals lately. So let's see how this plays out. All right, so here we go. Can Hopkins come through? 39-yard field goal attempt. A lot of pressure on his shoulders here. All right, here we go to end this one. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So the game is over. Chargers have won 19-16 over the Broncos here in overtime. And so Jay says on the money, Black says game. And so that is correct. That is the game. Jay says, great stream. JB, get some rest night, y'all. And so, yes, and you guys enjoy the rest of your week and stuff like that. And so, yeah, appreciate you guys for coming out. It's been great. It's been real. But, yeah, JB is tired now, so JB's going to go to sleep. But, yeah, great. Good night to all of you guys. Thanks again for coming out, and look forward to seeing you guys next time. Remember, if you are new to the channel, that you go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well. But, yeah, the Chargers have won 19-16 in this one. So thanks again for coming out, guys. And so you guys are the real MVPs. And so, but yeah, good night to all of you guys. Lewis says, damn, stupid mistakes cost us drinks. And so, yep, absolutely. Let's see, 80 says, good night, everyone.